Hi, this is Dr. Geetanjali. I welcome all of you to the world of tarot. What are tarot cards? What is the significance of the major arcana? What is the significance of the minor arcana? How to read the tarot cards? How to create a story? The astrological signs, the zodiac signs. How do we connect the tarot cards to planets? How do we interpret these cards? Come, let us learn an easy and simple way to learn tarot cards online at the convenience of your home. Let us learn a simple, effective way to learn tarot at your own convenience and be a professional in no time through our online tarot course. Thank you. Hi, this is Dr. Geetanjali. I welcome all of you for this online tarot workshop and thank you for selecting me to teach you tarot cards. Now let us start with what are tarot cards. So what are tarot cards? Tarot cards are basically a set of 78 cards, out of which we have 22 cards which are the major arcana or the major happenings of your life, and we have 56 minor arcana. When we talk about the word arcana, arcana means hidden mysteries. So when we talk about the major arcana, it means the major hidden mysteries which will happen in your life or your client's life. And we talk about the minor arcana, they means the smaller mysteries or the smaller things which will get revealed when a person comes for a tarot card reading. Now first let us try to understand what is the science behind tarot cards. Well, tarot cards are actually a pictorial depiction. There are about 78 pictures. And every picture has a significance. So when you see a particular picture or a photograph, that picture tells you a story. And you need to interpret this story and tell this to your client, and you will be able to understand the reason why a particular thing or a particular event is happening or is not happening in someone's life. Now, there are a lot of myths around tarot cards. Firstly, the gypsies, they used to use tarot cards for divination. That means to predict somebody's future. So, later on, it became a modality of the royalty. So, the royalty used to use the tarot cards and they would find out what is in store for them. For example, the kings, the queens, they would really be fearful of all the politics happening around them. They would feel whether the people around them can be trusted or not. And so they would use these tarot cards as the means of divination to get answers to their problems. Slowly, the cards became famous. And there are hundreds of cards all around the world. I'm going to teach you the Rider-Waite deck today. And the Rider-Waite deck consists of 78 cards. And it is used for prophecy, divination, giving you an answer, what is the block, sometimes a spiritual message, sometimes a message from your dead ancestor. So you get insights into many different areas of your life like relationships, your career, your finances, about your children, about your spouse, about your parents, and so many other things. So now let's just start by learning this tarot cards. We will first look into the major arcana. Let's start with the first card of the tarot deck, the Fool. and if you see, there is the number 0 written here. अगर आप ये कार्ड देखेंगे, if you see this card very carefully, you will see that this person is going on a journey, but he is standing at the edge of the cliff. Standing at the edge of the cliff, yet his face is towards up, towards the universe, towards the God. He is not looking down. The first impression of this card is the person is very, very careless. There is a dog here who's maybe trying to warn him, maybe trying to tell him something. There is a small bag on his wand, और ये जो wand is there on his shoulder. The wand here stands for the willpower of this person. This small sack out here stands for the bag of karma. That means when the person is born, he comes to this life with some karmic retributions. So there is some positive karma which he is going to enjoy in this life. There is some negative karma which is also going to be a part of his life, a part of his life lessons. If you see this card is yellow, which is the color of the sun, which is also your solar plexus, so full of optimism. This person is full of optimism, full of fun, full of carefreeness, happy. And there is this sun out here which is white in color. So this card is a happy-go-lucky card. Now let me tell you the meaning of this card. The straight card here stands for a journey that the person has no experience about. You're about to start something about which you do not have any experience, no guidance. This also indicates something that the person may be doing, a risk this person is taking. Now if you see, this card also means that there is a second chance. You are given a second chance to do well in life. This card, when this card comes straight, that means something new is going to come your way, and when it comes your way, you will see that whatever is coming your way, it can come with a lot of risk, but the dog stands for your faithful followers, your friends in this lifetime who are there to protect you. This card basically signifies living in the present. Not the past, not the future, just living in the present. So whenever you get this card in the spread, you have to tell the person that now is the time to just think only of the present and not about the past and not about the future. Now please understand, for a relationship, this card is not actually a very good card for a committed relationship. As I said, this card means living in the present. So relationships being signified by this card means the person is here only for the present. There is no future commitment. So this is not a good card for marriage. This also comes in when a person wants to do something different in life, does not want to follow the conventional path. He wants to follow an unconventional path. So at that point of time also this card comes in when a person does not want to follow a conventional career but wants to go in for an unconventional career. Sometimes a person wants to go for a spiritual meditation, some kind of a spiritual retreat. So whenever this card comes in, you can also tell the person that you can go in for a spiritual retreat, leaving your cares and concerns outside. This happens when the card is straight. I'm going to now tell you about the reversed card. When this card becomes reversed, now is the time when you have to understand the card which is a reversed card means this person, whatever decision this person is about to make is a wrong decision. He is about to fall down. He is about to embrace folly. It is a risk, and it is a risk in which he will fail. So whenever you get this card reversed, you should tell yourself caution the client or yourself that this is not the right time to take this decision. It's not going to pay off. It's in fact going to give you a lot of problems. Relationships signified by reverse, they're not going to work out even in the present, can signify sometimes one night stands also. This also sometimes can, if you understand, can be a very non-sexual card. So this can stand for the relationships of the same sex. Okay. Now, this is all about the Fool. So when this card comes reversed, it means that if you're about to go for a journey, you should not go for that journey, otherwise there will be a problem. Finances could be bad, not because of any karmic reason, but because you have been very, very extravagant. Some friend will let you down. You need to work with dedicated commitment, or else you could lose the opportunity. Now the second card of the tarot deck, the major arcana, is the Magician. The Magician written with number 1. If you see, this one finger is pointed down, one finger is pointed up. That means he is getting the energy of the creator, the universe, as well as he is also harnessing the energies of the earth. There is a snake actually which is around his waist, which increases or which indicates his Kundalini energy or Kundalini power. There are roses and lilies here. That means there is a lot of positive opportunities, positive growth in this person's life. Also, there is this infinity sign. There is an infinity sign on his head, which indicates the person is blessed and has a lot of infinite powers. If you see, he has a cup, he has a pentacle, he has a wand, and he has a sword on the table, which indicates that when the person wants to talk, he can use any of the mediums. He can be very emotional, he can be very cutthroat, he can be using money as a means, or he can be using career. Whatever, he has the knack, the ability to go ahead. That means this card stands for Mercury. As an astrological connotation, Mercury यानी कि बुध वाले लोगों का ज़बान, communication is the key or the main meaning of this card. That means some kind of personality who is a very good communicator, some personality who is very good with words will come into your life, and you will be able to make good decisions in your life. It could also indicate that you are having this ability to be a great blessed communicator, and people are really liking it and coming and getting all the knowledge from you. You are able to convince people and people are believing in you. Your words are magic, and all this is showing a lot of shift. The second meaning of this card is believe in yourself. You have the ability, the potential to go ahead in life. New projects will come your way. New enterprise will come your way. In a relationship, it indicates a very, very charming, attractive personality coming in your life and making a huge shift. Whenever you card this card in a reading, it also indicates that you will get success in all your endeavors. जो भी आप opportunities आ रही है, आपको success मिलेगा. Okay. Now, when this card comes reversed, at that time you need to be careful, because now this person's words are not magic, but actually the words of a con man, a fraud. That means either you are not having the capability to deliver a project, यानी कि जो भी आपको opportunities projects मिल रहे हैं वो बराबर से planned नहीं है, या फिर आपने कुछ properly plan नहीं किया है, तो you need to look into it, or someone in your life is just using words to make a fool out of you and there is nothing left. When this card comes reverse, that means शायद आपके आसपास गलत हो रहा है and the blame is being shifted onto you. This also means lack of confidence. When this card comes reverse, it also indicates that you need to be very careful onto whom you have to place your trust. It could mean indecisiveness from your side. It could also indicate that maybe there is something happening in your office or your environment and you are being blamed for it. Okay, so this is all about the Magician. So now this is the High Priestess, the third card. Number 2 stands for the Moon. If you see, the moon depicts the person's emotional side, right? In the same way, the High Priestess, if you see, she's sitting, she's waiting patiently. So when you get a card in this reading, it will indicate that you have to wait patiently for your time to come. Now is the time to wait and watch. When this lady comes in the reading, then it means that the secret is about to be revealed. The black and the white columns show a balance of the masculine and the feminine energy. This also indicates that the person is very troubled about the future and is really into a problem, and that is why has come to you for a reading. But is not telling you everything. Hence, we are saying that the secret is about to be revealed. There is a crescent moon below, which indicates her emotional and the moon cycle. So whenever this card comes to me in a reading, I say, listen, right now, the card is not indicating anything. It is time to wait. You need to wait for at least 28 days more to understand what is happening, because you are not knowing everything which is around you. If you see, she has a book known as Torah, which is the book of the Jews, and it is partially covered. That means the truth, the God, the universe does not want the truth to be revealed to you. This matter which is right now you have come, it indicates there is a lot of other matters at stake. But you can tell this person ki intuitively, trust your intuition. Your mind will say everything is perfect, but intuition you may see that there is something wrong, somewhere it is being wrong, something is not right. At this point of time, you have to understand that there are a lot of things happening behind the scenes which the person is not aware of. When this card comes as reverse, it indicates that a woman is playing tricks on you, is being deceptive, is playing games with you. So be very, very careful. This card is also an indication of negative forces. So you need to be very careful. Something is happening which is negatively impacting your life. This also indicates that some secret is being held back from you and you do not know the truth. It indicates a woman is being very selfish. It also indicates ignorance, selfishness, manipulation, emotional blackmail happening and you're not yet aware of it. It actually is a very dangerous card when it comes reversed. So you need to really make the other person, जो आपका client है, whoever is your client, to be very, very careful as to what that the things around him are not very good, not very conducive, and he needs to be very, very careful, or else he will get into trouble. Now the next card is the Empress, number 3. Signifies Venus, यानी कि शुक्र, the planet of abundance, money. So if you see, this woman is sitting in a field. Field in the ancient times, पहले जिसके पास बहुत lands हैं, that person was rich. So it shows that this person is very, very rich. Abundance is signified by this card. This is also called by a Lakshmi card by many of our people. Now, if you see, there is a lot of pomegranates on the person's gown. So this also indicates fertility. That means birth of a child is indicated through this card. This indicates money, material comforts, abundance coming your way. This also indicates marriage when it is combined with other cards. This card indicates marriage. There is a symbol of Venus out here. There is water flowing. That means there is a lot of creativity. That means you could start any project which indicates some kind of creativity. It can be something to do with cooking. It can be something to do with agriculture, or it could be something to do with your feminine counterpart, like a salon, like a beauty parlor, like maybe you are working for some hotel industry, some kind of industry where luxury is a high-end luxury product. That is also the meaning of the card. Now if you see, she is sitting very comfortably. That means जब ये कार्ड आएगा, यानी कि this is the time कि आप आराम से बैठो लाइफ में, कोई पैसा अपने आप आएगा. लक्ष्मी कार्ड है, लक्ष्मी अपने आप आपके घर पे आई है, आपको पैसे देके जाएगी. आपका जो परेशानी है वो सब खत्म है. मटीरियल आपको बहुत 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 फ़ायदा होगा. और उसके अगर आप क्राउन में देखेंगे तो 12 stars हैं, which means that all the 12 signs of the zodiac, she is the head of it, and so she has this crown which is there on her head, which indicates that okay, everything is fine. This card also means marriage sometimes, एज आई टोल्ड यू इफ़ इट इज़ विद द 4 ऑफ वॉन्ड्स। जब ये कार्ड रिवर्स्ड होता है यानी कि ये उल्टा कार्ड हो जाता है तो ये पूरा मीनिंग अपोजिट है, यानी कि अब जो बर्थ ऑफ द चाइल्ड है तो मिसकैरेज हो सकता है, अबॉर्शन हो सकता है, या फिर वो फीमेल के अंदर कुछ तो भी यूट्रस में इश्यूज़ हैं जिसकी वजह से वो प्रेग्नेंट नहीं हो सकती है। दिस ऑल्सो इंडिकेट्स पोवर्टी, यानी कि पैसा ही नहीं है, देयर इज़ नो मनी, सो इट इंडिकेट्स मटीरियल डिससेटिस्फैक्शन। दिस मीन्स क्रिएटिविटी इज़ ब्लॉक्ड समवेयर, यानी कि जो भी अगर आप अभी काम करेंगे उससे पैसा नहीं आएगा। तो जब भी ये कार्ड रिवर्स आता है, यू नीड टू बी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि अभी हमें पैसा खर्चा नहीं करना है, पैसा संभालना है। और अगर हमने ये नए प्रोजेक्ट में या नहीं कहीं हमने पैसा डाला तो हम ये पैसा हमसे चला जाएगा। So sometimes this card also indicates that associations are there which do not have any love in it. That means there can be physical intimacy between two people, but this is only for the reason of sex, but not for any love. So be very careful when you're getting the cards and learn to interpret them correctly. So this is the card for the Emperor. The Emperor card here indicates that a male figure is very important in your life. It can be your father, it can be your boss, it can be your partner. If this comes in a position of self, that means you are a very influential person and you can create a lot of difference in other people's life. You are kind of a male authority. The Empress has the beard and is sitting on a throne. ये जो throne पे बैठा है, this throne indicates that the person has had a very hard life. The shoes, this iron bars in his legs also indicates that his journey towards becoming an emperor or towards stability in life has been difficult, has been problematic, but he has managed, after a lot of struggles, he has managed to reach the top. So when an emperor comes in a reading, it means power, domination, authority, control, a very positive change in your life. You have finally arrived through your own hard work. It also indicates that you may get a promotion. It also indicates that your boss or your partner supports you and you are doing very well. This sometimes comes in when you want to form your own company and this is you're on the verge of it. When an emperor comes in a reading, it also indicates that positive changes will happen in your life. Suppose if there is this emperor and it is followed by a negative card, that means it is a possibility that your power and position may go down, and it can also indicate that the male person in your life or the authority figure, something can happen to him and it can create a lot of problems. When this card comes straight, it also indicates you need to be aggressive, bold, demanding and take that kind of action, and not be very very indecisive at this time. When this card comes reverse, यानी कि अब आपका कमांड, आपकी पोजीशन उल्टी हो गई, यानी कि आपके पास पावर भी नहीं है, आप काफ़ी अनस्टेबल हो गए लाइफ में। अगर आपके लाइफ में ग्रोथ होने वाली थी वो नहीं है, आपके पास के जो मेल फिगर्स हैं, जो फादर हो सकता है, बॉस हैं, काफ़ी वीक हैं, काफ़ी इनडिसिसिव हैं, दे डू नॉट नो व्हाट टू डू इन लाइफ, दे आर नॉट देयर टू गाइड यू। सपोज इफ रिवर्स कार्ड कम्स फॉर यू, दैट मीन्स यू डू नॉट हैव दैट पावर, यू हैव लॉस्ट द पावर समवेयर। इट ऑल्सो समटाइम्स इंडिकेट्स कि अगर आपको प्रमोशन मिलने वाला है तो अभी वो प्रमोशन नहीं है, यू नीड टू बी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल। समटाइम्स इट इंडिकेट्स दैट you could be very very attached to your parents. Parents say you're so attached that you're not able to detach from them, and that is what is affecting your progress and promotion. Okay, so this is the fourth card in the deck. Emperor stands for the zodiac sign Aries, यानी कि मेष राशि. Okay, this is the astrological connotation for the emperor. This is the Hierophant. Number 5 stands for Taurus, the astrological equivalent, from April 21st to May 20th. If you see, this card stands for somebody who is a practical advisor, somebody who guides you, but more on a religious side than a spiritual side. These two people here also indicates the meeting of two families. So this is a very good card for marriage. In case somebody is not getting married, they can meditate on this card every day for 5 minutes and feel the energy flowing through them, and very soon they will receive a positive news. This card also indicates that this person has the power to bless the union. This comes in when a time when a person is more interested in the religious aspects, rituals, praying is more important. The conventional setup is very, very important. So at this point of time, your own free will is not important, but you are going according to the conventional society. That means if I am living by the rules of the society. I am following what the society has to say rather than following my own free will. This card also indicates legal documentations. This card also indicates studies. It can be more postgraduate studies indicated by these cards. Now when this becomes reversed, यानी कि Hierophant reverse हो गया, that means now the person wants to rebel against the conventional society, is not ready to follow the rules and regulations of the society. It can indicate marriages which are against or which are opposed by the parents. Rebel marriages, runaway marriages are also indicated by this card. This also indicates times when the person is not ready to listen to any advice, practical advice, not ready to listen to any religious person or any other person. So, and when this card comes in, it indicates a free will which is more flowing than a person who is ready to conform to the norms of the society. When Hierophant comes as reversed, it also indicates some bad advice is given. There is some confusion over the matter and we do not know what to do. This also indicates certain unorthodox practices. This indicates that there is a need for tolerance because there can be crisis over faith. So more tolerance is required when this card comes in reversed. The Lovers now, 6th number, and stands for Gemini, the zodiac sign of Gemini. If you see, there are two people standing here who are completely naked. So that also indicates they do not have anything to hide from each other. So it expresses or shows relationships which are full of commitment, passion and loyalty. This also indicates soulmate relationship. So when this card comes in a tarot deck, we often tell the person that there is something new, some new love is going to come into your life who will be or your soulmate, and it will be a very good relationship filled with a lot of romance, joy, fulfillment, emotional, personal, and a very, very great card it is. When this card also comes, it also indicates partnership. It can be a personal partnership, that means a relationship, or it can be partnerships in, when you two people come together. It can be of the same sex also, but they look towards each other as a commitment to wanting to start something new. At that point of time also this card plays up. There is an angel standing up, which indicates that this archangel is blessing the union of these two people. That means we have the divine guidance, the divine blessings to go ahead with whatever is coming our way. This card asks you to have faith in the divine. So when you have faith in the divine, you please understand everything comes to you naturally. Sometimes whatever you want may not be given to you, but you will get the best that you want at this given point of time. When this card comes as reverse, now things are going for a toss. It means that within two people a third person has entered and it indicates a breakup, an emotional loss. Sometimes you could be in a relationship and you find somebody else. It's a card of infidelity. That means a third person is coming into a relationship and breaking it up. Whether this separation is permanent or temporary will be indicated by the other cards which follow after the spread. But this definitely means a division, an end of something which was good, and whether it can be salvaged will be seen later on. Now card number, the Cancer, which is symbolized by 7. If you see, this person is sitting on a chariot. There are two spins, one is white, one is black, which indicates the balance of the male and the masculine and the feminine energy. This also indicates that the person is riding on a horse. There are castles behind. That means running towards victory. जब ये card आता है, whenever you get this card, it indicates that you will definitely be the person who will be victorious. Now it can be victory in your personal life, it can be victory over ill health. Yes, when this card comes for a person who has been ill, you can safely tell, yes, you will recover very, very soon. But when this card comes, that means there is also a lot of temptation. So you have to, if you want to win, if you really want to win, it's there in your destiny, but there is a lot of control. You need to have discipline in your life. You have to exercise control in your life if you need to be successful in your life. This is being indicated by this card. It also means a trip. That means you will go on a trip, mostly for your professional reasons. Indicates, travel, again for professional reasons. It indicates that you may buy a vehicle and you could be using this vehicle and it is going to be good. Your work is being rewarded. You will definitely get success provided you are focused. When this card comes reversed, it means that there is ill health. Yani ki you are unhealthy, but this is because you are not exercising control. That means this is highly your health issue is basically because of your indiscipline. That means you could either be drinking a lot, you could be eating a lot, and because of this your health is going for a toss. The same thing is for your success. You are not being successful because there is a lack of discipline. So you have everything. You know how to talk, you have the skill sets, everything, but there is no discipline, because of which you are not reaching your goal, you are not reaching your desired conclusion. This sometimes comes in when you need to be very, very humble in life. So tell the person, keep your ego down, be more humble, be more accepting, and things will come your way. Jo bhi mistakes you have made in the past, when this Chariot comes, that means some mistakes are being made because of your arrogance. So the mistakes that you have made in your past, learn from them and go ahead in your life. This also indicates bad temper, arrogance. It indicates that maybe your attempts to success are not being fulfilled. Agar aap litigation mein, that means if anybody has filed a case against you and this card comes reverse, that means you will not win. If it is straight, yes, you will win. If it is reverse, you will not win. So be very careful when this card comes in. Lot of quarrels, lot of pettiness, jealousy, you're being surrounded by that. So be very, very careful with this card. Now this is a strength card. If you see, there is this woman and she's holding a lion by the jaws. This indicates you have the strength to go ahead in your life. This card, when it comes, it indicates that you require patience, tolerance, compassion to resolve your problem. That means you cannot resolve the problem by arrogance or by being very dominating. No, you require a lot of spiritual qualities like joy, like compassion, like forgiveness. Maybe this card comes when you have a problem with your partner or your children, and maybe they are wrong, but you need to have it in your heart to forgive them. Only then will the relationship go ahead. At this point of time, you need to be, there has to be communication in the relationship. And you need to communicate with your partner, your friend, your children, your bosses, your employees, your colleagues, in order to get your relationship back on track. At this point of time, it also indicates there is a positive change in happening in your life. So you could be giving up a bad habit like smoking or drinking, because you are thinking about your health and you want to make your health better. This card also comes in where it indicates a very positive influence in your life through a family friend or through a very good colleague who is there to guide you. So look around and you will find the person who is there to guide you. When this card comes straight, it indicates कि जो भी आपके relationship में anything happens in your relationship, you will be able to guard against your relationship. You will be able to have the strength. आपके अंदर वो strength है. You have the strength to go ahead in your life and guard everything which is precious to you in your life. Now when this card comes reverse, that means you are now not controlling things with compassion, but you are using your force, and because of this things are not happening right. That means it can be that you could be having a relationship which is not going right. You have tiffs with your partner, but you are trying to dominate the partner, control the partner. It won't work. The relationship will crash. So you need to be more compassionate. Be compassionate towards self also. Sometimes people make mistakes, but if you are harsh, if you go on telling people about what your partner is doing, or if you go and talk against him, then things will become worse. So you have to have sometimes compassion, and this is the quality which is most required. This also comes in when you may be having a very, you may be very ill. The disease can be cancer, or it can be a very dangerous disease. but you are not getting out of it. You are not able to become better because you are not being, there is so much of anger in you, there is so much of frustration, so there is so much of intolerance. So you need to give it up. Now for this, when this card comes reversed, you need to do a little bit of meditation. Do meditation to come out of your issues, control your temper, control your tongue. This is the advice when this card comes reversed. Do not only think for materialism, think also for a spiritual cause. Sometimes you need to do things for a spiritual cause rather than only think for money all the time. This card stands for Hermit. If you see, the entire card is grey in color, depressing card. So let me explain to you what the Hermit means. Jab Hermit, when we draw a Hermit, it means it is a time now to go inward and not outward. That means you have to go within yourself to find the answers. This also indicates that you could be going in for very big education. That means you could be going in for for higher education. And when you go for higher education, you cannot be with the world. You have to retreat within yourself. You have to study. So this is one of the meanings of the card. This card also comes that when you want advice. So tell the person that you need some advice and you need to go to a right person to guide you, to take you to the right way, but also indicate to the person that right now is not the time to make any decision. This is a time of caution. This card tells you, think what you want to do in life. It is a time of caution. It is a time of reflecting, going back inward. Sometimes we know that what we are doing is not right. This is the time when the cards are indicating what you are doing is not right, and you have to be mature enough to make the right decision. You have to seek advice from others because you do not have the right tools to make the right decision. The card warns you against being impulsive. Do not be thoughtless. Think before you speak. This is not a good card for marriage. So if you get this card for marriage or relationship, then this is not a good card for marriage, and you need to be thinking whether you want to be in this relationship, because relationship to hai hi nahi is card mein. This is more about maturing, and discipline. So this is not a happy card, right? When this card comes reversed, the Hermit comes reversed, it means that the person is not ready to face the world, is not going inwards, but rather is running outside and not able to get answers. Whatever advice is coming to him, he is not taking it. He is becoming very thoughtless. Also, it can indicate an older person, 45, 50, 55 years का है, लेकिन वो अपने आप को सोच रहा है कि वो बहुत यंग है, वो 25-30 साल की तरह बिहेव कर रहा है. Like if you are 50, 55, yet you are going around with girls who are 20 years old or 25 years old, you're not ready to accept that you need to age gracefully. In fact, you can be wearing makeup as a woman, you could be wearing clothes which belong to a younger generation, and you're not ready to accept your own maturity. At this point of time also this card comes in. When you're not able to study, when you're not able to do something nice in your life, when you're not wanting to listen, when you do not want to have patience, that is the time when this card comes in your spread. This indicates kuch na kuch bad habits you could be having. This also indicates you're not ready to listen or look at your own imperfections. Loneliness is also the meaning of the card, whether straight or whether reverse, and hence it is not a good card for marriage. This is a card for the Hermit, which is also for the Virgo zodiac sign. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's a destiny card. So if you see the destiny, जो समय का पहिया है वो चल रहा है, and it is taken a turn for the good. The Wheel of Fortune is, there are 4 symbols out here representing the 4 zodiac signs out here, okay, and there is Sphinx over here. Sphinx is now controlling your destiny. Your destiny is now being controlled by the universe, but it's a very, very positive card. So जब ये card आता है, that means you are very, very lucky. Lucky in love, lucky in relationship, lucky in gambling, lucky in your job or your business. The universe is pouring gifts for you. This thing here indicates Aquarius. This thing here indicates Taurus. Then we have the Leo, and here we have the Scorpio sign also. Things are taking a turn whatever you have not thought in your life is happening. Friends come in and they are ready to help you with money. Somebody comes over and tells you, if this is your plan, it's a fantastic plan, I will put the money to make your plan into a reality. Unexpected bonuses, inheritance, money, abundance, all this is your story when you have the Wheel of Fortune. If you are wanting to gamble, you will win. Lottery, gambling, you will win. You will win in shares also. This card also comes in when you will get a job, and the job that you have always dreamt of but you never thought you will be able to achieve. It also indicates overseas travel. So this is a card to really look for in case you want to change your destiny. It indicates a lot of good luck, stands for Jupiter, the planet of the benefic planet which gives a lot of abundance to people. When this card comes reversed, that means it's a reversed card. Card ulta हो गया, यानी कि now you are a recipient of ill luck. आपके पास अब कुछ भी नहीं है. Fate has deserted you. Whatever you are doing, it will go waste. So do not put your money. Temporarily, there is a block to all the things. Things will come to a standstill. Maybe you have a good job and you may not you may be thrown out of it, or you may be doing very well in your business and suddenly there is no business at all. So you do not have to do anything. Do not panic. Just wait for the Wheel of Fortune to turn up once again. Okay, right now is the time to just wait and watch. The Justice, which stands for Libra, the astrological sign. If you see, this person is sitting, there is a sword and there is a pair of weighing scales. That means whatever decision is going to happen in your life, जो कुछ भी आपको आपके लाइफ में मिलेगा is based on your past karma, and hence it is your karmic card. It indicates that this justice has got eyes. So whatever you are getting today, whether good or bad, is based on whatever you have done either in the past of the current life or the past of your past life. This indicates signing of new contracts. This indicates you may be getting the visa to go ahead in life. This also indicates you may be getting the loan. This also indicates court marriages. This indicates a lot of legal matters. This also indicates that you will be getting the whatever you deserve. So suppose if somebody asks you, will I pass in the exam? Of course, जितना आपने पढ़ाई की है, whatever you have studied, you will get the result of it. Nothing more, nothing less. This indicates the karmic law, as you sow, so shall you reap. So whatever is coming to you today is the result of your past karma. Okay, but it is a good karma, and hence if suppose you are thinking whether you need to fight for a case in the court, you will win it. Okay, now when this card comes reversed, that means today even if you are right, yet justice will not be right to you. You will not get the justice because maybe there is something in the past you did wrong. So you could be an innocent victim in marriage, yet your husband will say, I want to divorce you, and it's of no fault of yours. But understand there is some past behind it. So today you are the recipient of some bad karma of your past life. This comes in when the decisions can go against you. So be very careful that this is not the right time to make any hasty decision like leaving a job, like going to a different country or company, or leaving your education halfway to start some business. This is not the time which is right. Okay, here it also indicates कोई legal contracts आपको ठीक नहीं होंगे. अगर आपने कोर्ट में गए तो आपको जस्टिस मिलने वाला नहीं है. अगर आपने कोई पार्टनरशिप की है तो आपका पार्टनर गलत हो सकता है. All the negative kind of things are being indicated when this justice card comes reverse. The Hanged Man, number 12, and stands for Neptune. So this person is hanging from a tree. The tree from which he is hanging is the tree of Yggdrasil, and this is the Norse god Odin. The Norse god Odin actually hung himself from this tree for 40 days and 40 nights to get the spiritual wisdom, and the divination of runes was revealed to him during this time. So when this card comes in your spread, it indicates a time of patience, stagnation. You need to sacrifice, whether it's an emotional sacrifice, whether it's a physical sacrifice, but it indicates sacrifice if you want to make things better in your life. This is not a good card for relationship, but this is a card for reincarnation, rebirth. So if any one of your ancestor has passed away and you get this card in a reading or when you get a message from him, it indicates that this person will come back into your family. How soon? Well, you can do that, but this person will come back into your family. This card indicates that it's a time of ill health. You may be ill, you may be feeling very miserable, you could be in psychic depression, but at this point of time, there could not be a change. So you have to let go, surrender, and believe in God. God will take you out of your miseries. God will take you out of your God will take you out of your problems. You do not have the power to change your destiny. You need to sacrifice for the greater good. Small things you need to sacrifice in your life, and only then will you see the shift. Maybe you want to be in a relationship with someone, but the person is telling you to relocate. So you may have to sacrifice your comfort for this and relocate to a different place. So it all depends upon what you want to do get or what you want to do in your life. This also is a period of, calmness. Nothing will change. There is stagnation. There are problems. So you need to watch and wait. When this card comes, I always say, materialistic you will not gain, but spiritually you will gain a lot through when this card when we see this card in a spread. When the Hangman comes reversed, that means you are not being spiritual. You are not thinking of others. You are only thinking of self. So you are being selfish. You are misusing the gift that you have of prophecy, and you are misguiding others. This card also comes in when you or someone close to you is resorting to emotional blackmail. You are not ready to make the sacrifice in order to shift something in your life. In fact, this card, when it is reversed, indicates a lot of materialism and not at all anything to do with spiritualism. It indicates a weakness in your willpower. So you could be led astray, either emotionally or physically. You may end up making a wrong decision. You may end up making a wrong choice. So be very careful when you get this card reversed in any kind of spread. Now we have the death card, card number 13 of the zodiac sign Scorpio. Now if you see, it's a very, very fearful card. This person has a look of a skeleton, is on a horse, and everybody is kneeling and begging before the personality. This also indicates that everyone fears death, but this card actually does not signify death. It just signifies changes or transformation, or whatever is old will go away and new will come into life. This indicates that whatever unfinished business is there between two people or between you and the company that you are working with, or with anything of that matter, will come to an end and you will start something new. This indicates sweeping changes. It can indicate end of a relationship, it can indicate a loss of a job, it can indicate a loss of a home, it can indicate loss of marriage, it can indicate a loss of health, it can indicate a lot of things in life, something which is about to end. But if something is ending, then there is a new beginning, symbolized by the sun here. That means whatever will end, there will be a new beginning somewhere. If it is coming with a tower card or a devil card or a judgment card, then it signifies death. That means if you are asking for some person who is ill, or if you suddenly see this in the cards, that it indicates that it can be a card of reincarnation, the person's time is over and he may be about to die. When this card comes reverse, That means now you are depressed. You're not ready to change. You're stuck up in an old relationship. You're not ready to leave your partner. Marriage is over, yet you're not willing to come out of it. Your boss may be not good, yet you're not willing to let go of the job because you have so much of insecurity. And because of this resistance to change, you're losing a lot of opportunities. This also indicates a fear of death, not actual death. Loss of a friendship, loss of someone very close to you. But still it indicates that if you let go, and this thing of not changing is giving rise to depression and stagnation. So you really need to come out of this depression, and so you need to counsel your client that you really need to come out of this shift, make the change, and you will see that life is going to be good. This card indicates the Temperance, stands for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. If you see, one leg of this person is in water and one is on land. So the card means balance. You need to balance whatever is around you to get the best, and then that will create harmony and abundance and cooperation. That means you may need to be very cooperative and very flexible to the people around you, whether in your workspace, whether in your relationship, whether in your education, and only then you will get the best out of it. The third eye is very, very prominent out here. So that means you have the wisdom or the clarity to see beyond today's time. You have the clarity to see the future. So you are having a lot of magical abilities. You just need to go ahead and realize your potential. This also stands, there's a cup flowing from one, there's water, liquid flowing from one cup to another, which also indicates the balance of the yin and the yang energy. So a birth of a child, good sexual relationships, good cooperation amongst people, and a lot of balance in this life. Moderation is the key, is the meaning of this card. So whatever you are doing, do it in balance. If you want to indulge in food, then again indulge in balance. So maybe you can indulge for a day or two in some kind of food, or if you want to indulge in going out, then you can just do it with lot of control. This is the meaning of this card. It indicates that something good is about to come in your life, and you will be really be blessed with good things in life. Good things are coming your way and you are blessed. So what you have to guard against is the reverse. When the card comes reverse, that means there are quarrels amongst people, be it in your friend circle, in your relationships with the partners. That also indicates that my point of view and your point of view are not matching, and this is giving rise to a lot of problems, conflicts, a lot of other things also. This indicates domestic issues, domestic problems, corruption. It also indicates arguments, conflicts. There can be a split between your physical self and your higher self. It also indicates that you're not able to have the birth of a child because there is some problem in the male and the female union. Okay, so it also indicates sexual lives which are not very satisfactory. Unfortunate combinations of people. So tell the person to bring back balance in the life if the person wants to really attract the abundance and the goodness and prosperity in the life. The Devil, 15, and stands for the zodiac sign Capricorn. If you see, this person has a pentagram here. This indicates that the person does not have the vision to look forward in life. His vision is blocked. This card also indicates black magic at times because the third eye is blocked. This also indicates that two people are tied who are naked, and they are tied by chains, but they always have the freedom to get out of your problems or to get out of a situation. This is a very good card if it indicates marriage. If you ask that how will be my married life, this indicates that it's a permanent bond, and both of you like each other. Maybe if there is any kind of thing, you can be obsessed actually with each other. Okay, so good material desires, are being indicated by this card in case of marriage, but it can also indicate that the person you are bound by, you are either an alcoholic, or you are into drugs, or you are into any wrong unproductive situation which is not helping you. You could either be gambling, so any kind of unproductive habits are giving you a problem. This sometimes come in which indicates that you need to come out of your problems, you need to come out of the situation and see the right manner. You could be obsessed with people, you could be obsessed with situations. Like for example, you could be obsessed with the person next door and the person does not give you any kind of reciprocation of your feelings. So this kind of obsession is also indicated by the card. It indicates habits which are not good: smoking, drinking, gambling. It can be only sexual fantasies, those kind of habits which are not good, and the client or the querent is caught into this. Sometimes it indicates that maybe at work you are feeling very pressured or stressed out and not knowing where to turn to. So this is what is known as the devil. Maybe you see your boss or someone in your life like the devil trying to control you and you are not able to come out of it. Sometimes this card stands for black magic or forces which are very powerful and are controlling you. So you need to be very careful when you get this card. And now when we have the reverse, well, that's good news, because when you have the reverse devil, it indicates that now is the time to come out of your problems. Now you have realized that this person or this substance or this habit is not giving me anything. In fact, it's stopping me from going ahead in my life. So when the devil comes reversed, you are ready to now come out of your situation. You are ready to see the truth of a situation, of a person, ready to come out of your problem. So this card, when it is reversed, is actually a very good card. This is the Tower. Card number 16 is written on this top. Also, this is the card for Mars. Mars is a planet which is known for its suddenness. Lightning suddenly strikes. So it has struck on this tower and people are all falling down. So this indicates a change. The change which was required but which you were not ready to face. So sometimes there are problems, like maybe the company is going through problems, business is not happening, yet the company is functioning, and one fine day you come to know that the owner of the company has become bankrupt, or the company has become bankrupt, and you do not have a job. So there are many companies across the world which have faced a similar situation. The same way it can indicate that you are thinking that you will pass an exam, but it again shows you have not studied. So this means that the foundation on which the building was standing is weak, and if the foundation is weak, the building will fall. So it's a catastrophe, a sudden thing. It also is a fearful card, so if it comes, if somebody is ill and this card comes, it can indicate death also. So because the person's health only is not right, and it was not right from a long time, and today we are just seeing the result of the health not being right. Sudden job loss, bankruptcy, change of home, relocation, no money, divorce, accidents, surgeries, all this is the meaning of this card. Now when this card comes reverse, at that point of time it indicates that there will be problems but you will be able to come out of it. So maybe you will lose a job, but within 2-3 months you may get a better job. Maybe you will not be able to pay your mortgage, but somebody will be there to buy a house and you will be able to pay your loan and still go ahead. So that means when this card comes reverse, it means that the damage will be there but not that permanent. So maybe your husband may say, yes, we are not going on together, the relationship is not working, yet I don't think so, divorce is the answer, and you may continue to stay together. You may be in a fatal accident, but you will be saved. So this card reverse is a better card than the card straight. But when this card comes reverse, there can be one problem, that you can be falsely accused of something that you have not done. You can be imprisoned also for some time. Or maybe you and someone along with you did something wrong, and that person has told everything out and you are getting the brunt of it. So be very careful when this card comes in. It signifies caution, and it signifies that there is something that needs to be paid attention to. So you need to warn your querent or your client about that. The Star. If you see, this lady is completely naked, has so much of time that she's pouring water here, 5 rivulets for your 5 senses. That means this person has the control over all the 5 senses or the 5 indriyas, and she's pouring water in the pond. So it also shows flowing or change, and change for the better. She is being very, very open, and in this openness she's inviting a lot of confidence in herself and in others. This card comes in when things are very positive. It can be that perfect home you wanted, the perfect marriage proposal you wanted, the perfect education you wanted, the perfect children you wanted. The time which was seen by the tower and death and so many issues has come to an end, and now God is ready to bless you with lot of strength, with lot of goodness, and so you're getting the reward of it. In this card, it also indicates good health. That means your health is, you're rejuvenating. It is a card of travel, it's a card of destiny, it's a card of joy, optimism, and all the good things happening in your life. This card also indicates new opportunities of love, new opportunities at work being presented to yourself. Maybe somebody new love will enter your life, or if you're already committed, you may get married to that person. Okay, so it's a very, very blessed card. It's a very blessed time, and you're fortunate enough to get this card. But whenever this card comes reversed, so it can indicate that health is of concern. Bimar ho sakte ho, you are not well, you need to take care of your health. Your children may not be that close to you, so you need to make amends and try to forge good bonds with your children, with your loved ones, with your partners, with your parents. Even it can be indicating a kind of a disruptive environment at the workplace. Sometimes arrogance, hastiness, bad temper can also be indicated by this card, which could be an issue behind all your emotional problems in life. So the card indicates that you need to come out of it. It also indicates that sometimes you may not be really ready to study so well or do so well in business. So at this point of time, it is very important for you to take a step back, evaluate the situation, and then go ahead. You could also be losing opportunities. So look around you. Is there any opportunity that you have not taken in consideration? So be very careful when this card comes reversed. This is the Star, and the astrological zodiac sign is the Aquarius. This card stands for astrological zodiac sign Pisces. If you see, there is this moon, and there is a face in the moon, and there are spikes. It indicates that the person is very, very confused, emotionally disturbed, does not know the way out. There is a lot of disturbances around, and it indicates a time of confusion. There is this 2 jackals which are howling in the night, and there is a crayfish which is coming out of the pond. But this also indicates that there is deceit, lies, and deception around you. So you need to be very, very careful as to what you want to, or whom do you want to trust at this point of time. This is an extremely good card if you are in a clandestine relationship. That means some hidden relationship, so your secret will not be exposed. This card is good for only those people who are into the music field, the art field, the creative field. This card stands for unexpected opportunities which will come to people who are very, very creative. Otherwise, it's a card of a lot of illusion. You could be living in an illusion and you need to come out of it. This card indicates a wake-up call. In a relationship, it indicates there are a lot of fears and phobias and a lot of things which both the partners are not telling each other. A lot of things are hidden, a lot of things are mysterious. So the relationship is not a very healthy relationship. It's not an open relationship. It's a very, very close relationship filled with complete distrust, lies, deception. So you need to be very, very careful when you get this card. This card also indicates there is enemies, dangers around you. You may be surrounded by friends, but actually they are your enemies and do not have good intentions. You may have left the focus in your life. There is no clarity in your life. So you need to do something, maybe take a counseling session, maybe take therapy in order to get your clarity back in your life. Now when this card comes reversed, for me this card reversed also does not signify any good. I consider the straight and the reverse card completely the same. So it has the same meaning as far as the straight card goes. When this card is reversed, it indicates your health could be a problem. So be very, very careful, and it is not easy to find out the cause of your health issue. This indicates that people around you want you to fall, have a downfall. So be very, 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 very careful. It also indicates black magic. So either you or the querent, for whoever you have asked, it indicates there is some very heavy black magic and the querent is not able to come out of it. So you need to give proper guidance to your client whenever you get this card so that he comes out of his issues. Card number 19, the Sun. Extremely positive card. If you see, the Sun is there, a child is there, he has a flag, and there is this horse, plus the sunflowers are there which are facing the child. So if the child is about to be born, the child will be full of optimism, vigor, he will be very lucky, he will be blessed. It also indicates a very good time. आपका समय बहुत अच्छा है. You will get all the name, fame, fortune, money. It indicates a time for travel, outside overseas education. You are getting that the name and fame. Life is good, your health is good, everything is very optimistic, lot of joy, lot of friends, all goodness. It's a very, very positive card. Even when this card is reversed, I always consider this card to be very, very positive. It can have small effect that there could be arguments between a couple. It's possible that you could be going on for studies, you did not get the first level college, you got a second level, but yet it is not so bad. It sometimes indicates broken engagement. So that's the only issue at this point of time. Whenever this card comes reversed, I always tell people arrogance, ego needs to be in check, because sometimes your arrogance could lead to problems rather than actual problems. This card also, when this comes, I always say pay respect to your father, because when you pay respect to your father, a lot of good things come out of it. You get a lot of resources, benefits, and good wishes from your father, and through them a lot of improvement in your career, in your health, in your life, because the giver of life is Sun. So whenever you get this card, you can also worship Sun. They say the Aditya Hriday Strotam. That also will be very good for you. This is a card for judgment, and the planet associated with this card is Pluto. When this card comes in, if you see, there is Archangel Gabriel who is blowing a trumpet, and there are souls who are rising from the grave. The indication from this card is that this is a time to make hard choices. The choices will not be easy ones, but if you make those choices, it indicates a new start in your life, a new job, a new relationship, a new place, a new opportunity. It signifies rebirth. It signifies a positive time in your life. So if you are ill, it signifies life for you. It also indicates a time of joy, a time of contemplation. You are feeling as if there is a hope or joy which is surging in you. Some project, some job opportunity is coming your way which will change your life. You need to go back to your roots and get connected in order to make the most of it. But if this card comes reversed, it indicates that the person is having the fear of death. The person feels that I'm ill and I'm about to die. But this card does not signify death. Reverse judgment is not death. This also means there is some relationships which are about to get over, but the time has not yet come. There are still some karmas which are left, and so that relationship will not get over. So for example, if someone comes to you and say ki is my marriage over, and this card comes reverse, you have to say no, it's not over. If somebody comes, my mother is ill, will she recover? Well, there is still that she has to go every day. Everyone has to go someday. Everyone has to die someday. But this card means that she will not. It also indicates fear of death, fear of change, fear of illness. So you need to counsel your client that this person needs to give up the fear in order to accept change, welcome change. Because change is the only thing which is constant, and once there is change, you will see there is going to be a positive shift in your life. There may be obstinacy. That means you may not be ready to go and get a new job. You may not be ready to relocate. So when this card comes, counsel the person to go ahead and make the required changes, because those changes will bring about more positive changes in the person's life. If you are suffering from any kind of self-doubt, any kind of self-guilt, then this is a time to release all that and go forward in your life. So be very, very careful when this card comes, and counsel your clients to the highest and the best way. So be very, very careful when this card comes, and be ready to counsel your clients for the highest and the best way. And now we have the world. The world stands for Saturn. The Fool completed a journey, and now this person, this lady is standing happy, signifies fulfillment. The same 4 zodiac signs come in which were there in the Wheel of Fortune. Whenever you get this world, understand you have reached the top. This is the topmost card of the tarot deck. You have it all: name, fame, money, blessings, house, health, happiness, joy, contentment, the best that you can have, the best that you can crave for, the best that you can ever have in your life. And Saturn is giving all that to you, because you are getting the repayment of all the positive karmas of your lifetime. And even if this card is reversed, then also there is maybe a 20% chance here and there, but it's a very positive card even when it is reversed. So do not worry, just be blessed, just be happy that you are blessed with this card, and just take all the gifts that are coming your way. Sometimes when this card comes reversed, it indicates you are yourself having a lot of insecurities and fears, because of which you are not able to reach the pinnacle of success. You are leaving things halfway. So the message for this card is, do not give up things halfway. Just let go of your insecurities and success will be yours. Now, after completing the major arcana, we come to the minor arcana, and we start with wands. What are wands? Wands are basically these cards, energy of fire. This wands correspond to the astrological sign of Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, the fire sign. And hence, people who are represented by this signs, or who we call the wand people, are very charismatic, restless, well-built, energetic in life. The wands stand for issues of career in your life, growth in your life, and those issues which require a lot of commitment and dedication, as well as an inbuilt passion. When you have wands card in the spread, it indicates growth through creativity, negotiations, and through commitment, generally focusing on areas of work and career. It can also indicate relationships at times, but wands are mostly focused for career and work. Now let us focus on the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands basically indicates, if you see there is a hand coming in from the heaven, and the person has grabbed this hand, there is a small palace behind which indicates stability. So whenever you have an ace in a reading, it indicates a new opportunity in your life, a new opportunity for growth in your career, a new opportunity for growth in your work. This opportunity can be presented to you on your own, through your own hard work, or because of sometimes a good fortune. But this means grab the opportunity and make use of this, because you will see a lot of progress if you grab this opportunity. Sometimes this also indicates good sexual bonds. So it indicates relationship with a lot of passion, fire, commitment, dedication. It also indicates birth of a child. It sometimes indicates an inheritance is coming your way. So good news when the Ace of Wands appears in a spread. When the Ace of Wands comes in a spread, it indicates that you could be traveling for work. You need to believe in yourself, your own creativity, and with this courage, you can do wonders. You can create miracles in your life. And now let us see what happens if the Ace of Wands is reversed. When the Ace of Wands is reversed, it means that there can be delays in new beginnings. There can be delays in opportunities. Maybe the result is about to come, but it may get delayed by some time. But do not lose hope, because yet you are able to hold the Ace of Wands. There is some kind of a strain when you hold the Ace of Wands reversed, but it still shows that you can definitely go ahead in life. It sometimes in relationship indicates that what was once a very passionate relationship, which is full of sex and sexual drive and dynamism, but now it has come to end. The passion has waned off. So maybe it is time to reignite the passion in your relationship. It can also sometimes indicate that there is difficulty in the conception of a child. So see what is the issue. It is a minor block, and if you work on it, you will find the solution. Solutions always appear with the Ace of Wands. Now let's see the Two of Wands. When the Two of Wands comes in a card, it indicates this man has already created something in his life and wants to create something new, and there is this world in his hand. So he is looking for new horizon. When this card comes in, it indicates partnerships. That means if you work with a partner, you will see more growth rather than working alone. Power could be one of the issues which could be a problem in this partnership. So one of you must be ready to follow and one of the partners should be ready to lead. In that case, it's going to be a very good combination, and it is going to be a success, a huge success at career as well as at work. Getting new opportunities, getting new ideas, creating something new. Now is the time to be bold. Now is the time to take the risk. And you can take the risk because you have already established yourself. Just do not get engrossed in power struggles is the hint of this card. That means you should know when to let go and allow others to be in charge. Sometimes in a relationship it indicates power could be the issue. So if one of you becomes more humble, more soft spoken, then it is very simply you could be seeing that the relationship is still working and still raring to go ahead. When this card comes reversed, at that point of time it indicates that both the partners are not seeing eye to eye with each other, and there may be a parting of ways. It also indicates litigation, legal issues, disputes. But however, all is not lost. So if you still can work out your differences, you can definitely make things work. It also indicates that sometimes in a property deal, things may go wrong. So be careful while buying a new property to see whether all the papers are in order. While working, do not be impatient. There's a possibility that what you are working on may not bring fruit or may not get you results. But do not worry, have a little bit of patience. Now the Three of Wands. If you see, this person is standing, two wands are behind, and he's waiting to make a new move, a new initiative. And there are ships, small ships, so he's waiting for the results to come in. So the first meaning of the card is that you have done some work and now you are waiting for the results to come in. For example, students have given the exams and they are waiting for the results of the exams. You could have submitted a tender or submitted a project and you're waiting for the boss or this person to let you know. Three of Wands means that this person has already established two wands. That means two successful businesses or work has been established by him, and he is now waiting for a third initiative. But there are ships in the sea, so he is also waiting for results. This indicates a business which can be for import or export, because it indicates an overseas. This indicates that the students may be going abroad for studies and would be waiting for knowing the results, whether they have got the confirmation from their colleges and schools. When this card comes in, it also indicates that you are wanting some favor, some help from a very successful businessman. And if this card comes in as the Three of Wands, then that person from whom you are waiting to get the results or you're waiting to get help will definitely help you. This indicates that this is the idea, or this also indicates this is a time to go ahead, put fresh ideas, become more creative, become more bold, and your risk will be paid off. This sometimes means that not one person but three people are at a helm of a company in a team. So a teamwork will help you to have growth in your life. But when the Three of Wands becomes reversed, at this point of time, the person from whom you are trying to get help will not help you. Your import-export business or any other business will not bear any fruits. That means you will not get any good results. So do not start it at this moment. This is not the right time. If you have studied well for your exams, you may not pass the exams because there may be something else or something that you forgot to study at that point of time. You will basically not get good results for your efforts. This is the meaning of the card. This also could be because of some overheaded arrogance or overconfidence that you could make mistakes. So your carelessness could make mistakes, because of which today you are suffering. Like for example, you may be a very intelligent student, but if you didn't study well, then you will definitely not pass in your exams, or you may pass but not with good grades. So this is a card which warns you against becoming careless. The Four of Wands, if you see that it means the four wands are there and there is a celebration out here, there is a home and people are celebrating. So this is a card of celebration because there is something new in the horizon. It may be a new job offer, it can be marriage, it can be settling down in some new place, it can be a change of place, it can be buying a new house, it can be you're making interiors in your current home, or you may be planning a holiday. Whatever said and done, when the Four of Wands comes in, it brings stability, permanency in your life, because four bring a lot of permanency and they lay down the foundation. So all the hard work that you have put in, you are getting the good results of it. In a relationship, it indicates good sexual bonds and both the partners are very happy with each other and they have a lot of enjoyment and happiness and contentment when they are with each other. But when this card becomes reversed, at that point of time, it indicates marital dissatisfaction. That means you are not very happy in your married life. It could be because of an emotional problem, or it could be because of a physical issue, that both of you are maybe not physically compatible with each other anymore. This also indicates that in case you are wanting to buy a new house, you should not do it at this point of time because things may not go in your favor. In case you are thinking of redecorating your house also, this is not the time. Basically, there is less stability when the Four of Wands comes reversed. When the Four of Wands come reversed, it indicates some kind of disappointment, restrictions, unfulfilled ambitions. So you need to see and sit back and think what is causing this dissatisfaction and make the right changes in your life. This also indicates depression in your life, and it is a caution that don't take things for granted. Neither your marriage, neither your relationship, neither your job, neither your education, nothing to be taken for granted. When you see the Five of Wands, you see that there are five people, and they are fighting with each other, but with the wands. So what does this mean? This is a card of conflict. Conflict in relationship as well as at work. So it indicates a team of people not ready to see each other's point of view. There is difference of opinion. People are competing with each other and there could be no understanding amongst the people. In a partnership, both the partners are not happy with each other, and it could also mean that they may separate. It could also indicate that in case there is a partnership, the partners may separate at work, or the partners may separate even in marriage. If you are afraid of competition, then this is a card which says that if you don't compete, you will not be successful in life. So when this card comes in, Be prepared for competition and pull up your socks and give your best. This card shows that you have the confidence, you have the ability to succeed, but there are also people who are sizing you up. There will be undue pressure on you, there will be unnecessary stress on you, unwanted burdens on you. So it will be a bumpy ride, but if you take the ride, then it will be successful. But if somebody asks if my marriage is not going well, and this card comes in, because there is a kind of a power struggle, maybe both the partners have their own career that they want to take care of, or one person is very engrossed in the career and is not ready to give time at home, because of which there is difference of opinion, and this could lead to separation. When the Five of Wands come reversed, it indicates the energy of competition is slowly receding. Yet people are not ready to look eye to eye or help cooperate with each other. It also indicates misunderstandings, litigation, quarrels of unknown nature, and basically it indicates a not so healthy environment. So this is not a good card for going ahead for a new venture or a new idea. The Six of Wands. If you see, there is this person who is sitting on a horse. It's a procession. There are wands here, 6 wands, and there is this circular wreath, which is basically the wreath which was given to by the Olympians when the people won the races. Now there are people who are following him. So this card stands for a leader. That means you are leading the way and people are following you. This card also indicates that after a lot of work, you are getting your due promotion, your due fame. Name and fame is an indication of this card. This indicates a job. It could be a private job or a government job, but a new opportunity coming your way. It indicates marriage as well as commitment. After a long struggle or after a long wait, you will get married and everyone will be there in your marriage and people will be happy about it. A promotion coming your way. Your studies, for students, it indicates that whatever efforts you have made, they are rewarded. So good results, good marks, everything very optimistic and positive out here. But when this card comes reversed, it indicates that the person is working very hard but is not getting any due respect or recognition for his work, and this is slowly seeping away his confidence and his happiness. This also indicates that there can be a relationship breakup or a breakup in marriage. When this card comes reversed, it also indicates that both the partners have different goals in life and hence they are not compatible with each other anymore. It indicates a demotion. That means maybe you are at some position, but due to some problems you would be demoted or kept at that same position. So you need to be very careful when you get this card reverse and see what is the block so that you can definitely go for victory. When this card is straight, it indicates trips. So when this card is reversed, it means delays in trips. It also indicates anxiety, problems in a peaceful environment, lack of confidence. So when you get this card reversed, the best thing is to talk, communicate to resolve the issue. The Seven of Wands. If you see, this person is on a higher place and the wands are coming from a lower place. So that means the opposition or people lower to you are trying to pull you down and you are struggling just to maintain your position. This is bringing a lot of stress. So this is not a very comfortable position. And so when this card comes, you should tell the person, continue fighting, continue doing the good work, and very soon you will be victorious. This sometimes also indicates change in job. Sometimes it also indicates change in your professional life. So when this card comes, the Seven of Wands, it also indicates that underhand techniques can be used to bring you down. So the main meaning of this card is do not give up hope. After struggles, after hard work, victory will be yours. So just have some patience and maintain your position. Do not give up hope. Do not give up confidence. You have the ability which will pull you out through this crisis. So when this card comes reversed, it means that you're feeling very tired. You no longer want to go ahead in your life and to fight the opposition. But the advice would be change your approach. Let go of beliefs which no longer serve you, which are redundant. Just let them go. If you let those beliefs, redundant beliefs, go away, success will be yours. Stop being indecisive is also one of the meanings of the card. The people who are opposing you, they have much more power than you. So you need to use some diplomatic tactics to come out of your issue. Maybe you do not have the inherent ability to compete. So maybe you just have a look. If it is too much, then maybe it's time to cut your losses and just retreat quietly. Now in the 8 of Wands, if you see, 8 Wands are coming from the air. So it's a very, very positive card. It brings a lot of change, a lot of growth. That means whatever stagnation was there earlier, when the 8 of Wands comes in, it comes in with a fresh new energy, fresh new optimism. So be prepared for the end of your problems. Be prepared for success. Be prepared for goals, new growth when you get this card. In relationships, it indicates that you and your partner could be very, very happy with each other, as well as give independence to each other in following what each partner wants. This is also a card of travel. So you could be traveling by air, by train, wherever, but this also indicates travel. So it's a good card to get in a spread. You will get new solutions to your problems. You will reach new goals of success when you get the 8 of Wands. New heights of success. You will reach your goals, solution to your problems. So do not worry, but be very happy when you get the 8 of Wands straight. But when it comes reversed, now there is problem. There is a standstill. Energy is not moving. So wherever you are, it shows stagnation. It shows no growth. It shows that partners are not able to stand each other. They have a lot of ego problems, a lot of quarrels is being indicated when this card comes in. The quarrels could be at home with your partner or at workplace. Anyways, the 8 of Wands reversed is not good news. So whenever this card comes in, see what is blocking the energy of the 8 of Wands and hence see a shift. There is also an indication that people would be jealous of you, people would be envious of you. If you are traveling, your plans will be delayed. There are certain restrictions which are being imposed on you and you do not know which way to turn. In the relationship that you are sharing with your partner, you may not be getting space, and this would be the cause of your misery. The 9 of Wands. The person standing here has 8 wands and has 1 wand in the hand. 8 wands behind, 1 wand in the hand. But if you see his eyes, they are suspicious. The person is suspicious of the people around him. He is fearful of his colleagues or maybe his bosses at work. There are problems and he knows it and he is prepared to defend it. And that is why this is a defending stance. If you see, there is a white cloth on his head which indicates that he could be having health issues because of the stress in his life. The stress is so high that it is causing health issues. So you have to ask the person to be very, very careful of his health. Since he is very suspicious about the surroundings, he is now trying to see what can be done best to come out of a given situation. He is thinking of his past failures and trying to work out a solution to his problem. But this person will not give up. He is waiting and watching patiently. If the person takes care of his health, then the health will become better. The person could be having a pessimistic attitude. So tell the person to go in for certain counseling sessions to come out of his pessimistic attitude. In relationship, the person is cautious with his partner. The partner could have hurt him in the past and the person is not yet come to terms with whatever was the hurt of the past from his partner. So he's having a very cautious approach even in relationship and marriage. When the Nine of Wands comes reversed, it indicates that the health problems are serious. It also indicates that the person is very weak. He does not have the guts or the confidence to stand against his opposition and may fail. And it also indicates that the person is lazy actually and is not ready to do any work. And so whatever problems he or she is having in his life is because of his laziness and being unprepared or being ready for the situation. This also indicates obstacles, calamities, legal matters, adverse situations. So you need to counsel the person to be very, very careful. When you have the Ten of Wands, if you see the person is holding all the Ten of Wands and is walking ahead, he does not even know where he is walking. Even though there is this castle here, so it indicates stability, the person is being overburdened. This is the card when you are doing so much that you do not have time for yourself, but you are just working and exhausting yourself. So now is the time when you have to give responsibilities to others, but you are not able to do so. This card also comes in where your health is at a concern. So take care of your health, because this card indicates that there may be health issues and it may take some time for you to recover your health. This card also indicates a lot of emotional pain. So in relationship, it indicates that both the partners could be living in the same house, but emotionally they have drifted away from each other, that they are just living for the sake of living, but there is no emotional compatibility between the two partners. It also can indicate a lack of physical compatibility also. A separation of people while being in the same house. If you have planned anything new, then it will not work. If you think that you need to start with some new ideas, this is not the time. If there is a lawsuit, then you will fail. So this is the time when you have to just let go of the responsibilities and only do as much as you can. Do not become overburdened. When this card comes as reversed, it indicates that you are so busy with your career that you do not have time for your emotional needs. You do not have time to take care of your health. Your health is in a problem. Your relationship also is not going anywhere. It also indicates that someone around you is trying to shift some blame onto you and you are not aware of it. So you need to be vigilant as to what is happening around you. So you could be feeling very, very oppressed even when it is straight, even when it is reversed. So see what is the cause of this oppression and be ready to fight it and come out of it. Now we have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands, if you see, there's a child who's looking at the wand. That means this mental age of this child is between the age of 0 to 20 years. Very aggressive, very blunt, and very much impulsive in thoughts, words and actions. Now whether the person will create something good out of it or will create something bad can depend upon the cards which follow. It also indicates that whatever problems you are having right now in your life will end. This also indicates that there is some good news on the way for you. It indicates courage. The person is very courageous, very loyal, very faithful also. This also indicates a beginning of a new relationship in life. Also birth of a child, because it is a childlike card. And the Page of Wands is reversed. It indicates unstable behavior from a child. Erratic behavior cannot be dependent on. It also indicates that work could start, but it could stop midway. The person is very, very theatrical. There is too much of gossip around you. So you need to be very, very careful when this card comes up reversed. Some unreliable person is around you. There is imbalance, instability around you. So this is not a good card. Indicates a lot of instability in your life. The Knight of Wands, the age of the Knight of Wands is 20 to 30 years. This card indicates very high willpower, confidence. This indicates a change of residence. Travel related to work could take place. You may also be going abroad for further studies or for relocation. This kind of person is very aggressive, demanding. When this card comes up and shows for a future partner, it indicates that the partner is very charismatic and is very high on sexual desire. Change is indicated by this card, so that you should be ready for any kind of change, be it a new job opportunity, maybe a change or a travel to a different city, but it will be for the good. When this card comes reversed, that means scattering of energy. That means this person who is there is not at all reliable. Apart from you, he could be having several other relationships. So this person is not a faithful kind of a partner for marriage or even for work. Even when this person comes in, it shows so much of scattered thought that he is not at all focused. He is completely unreliable. He thinks something, says something and does something else. So there is no continuation in his thoughts, words and actions. So when this card comes in reversed, it's best to just let it go. When this is a reversed card, it indicates the person will not be committed to work, will not be committed to marriage or long-term relationship, will be very, very argumentative, will be very high on sexual desires, will be very unpredictable and very, very unstable. And the new change or the new job will not prove to be very beneficial. When we have the Queen of Wands, if you see that she is sitting, she has a cat which is actually her intuition. So this is a very, very intuitive personality. This is the shaft which shows her willpower also, and there is a sunflower. So she's a very, very positive person. So when this card comes in a spread, it means that this person looks for thrill in life, looks for charming, wants to be the number one. But for this person, for this queen, her mental age is around 30 or more. Career is very important. So this person will be very, very career oriented, will be very good in talking, diplomatic, will be witty, full of ideas, will be very fiery in the speeches, will finish her work, extremely dominating, will think like a man, act like a man, and very, very charismatic personality. When this card comes reversed, it indicates that she could be using her femininity to just further up her career. So instead of putting in work or hard work, she's just using her body or her femininity for taking favors from the boss or going up in her career, climbing the ladder of success. Sometimes this also indicates that you are under a psychic attack. People around you are not very happy with you. There is a lot of gossip around you. There is a lot of envy around you. People are jealous of you. So you need to be very, very careful about what is happening when this card comes as reversed. When we have the King of Wands, the mental age of the king is around 35 onwards. Very bold. There is a chameleon here, which indicates that the person has the experience of dealing with different kind of people. And so he is very, very dominating, very bossy, but is very creative in his ideas. He knows exactly what he wants, is prepared to go the extra mile to get what he wants, is also diplomatic at the same point of time. And so when this card comes in the reading, takes action like how this king would become a male and think like a male who knows everything, who recognizes everything around him. But when this card comes reversed, then this person when this card comes reversed, this king is not the right king. He's using his position to get undue favors from people around him. He's being extremely dictatorial. He's being extremely bossy and does not like to see what his colleagues have to offer him. A tyrant. And so be very careful of this person. That is all the wands, the 14 wands that we have completed right now. Now let's talk about the cups. The cup card means love, emotion, creativity, intuition. And it also stands for the astrological signs of Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Let us see what the Ace of Cups has to say. If you see the Ace of Cups, again there is a hand coming from the heavens, there is a cup, there is a dove which is putting the water inside the cup, and the cup's water is falling in the sea, yet it is a continuous motion and the water never seems to get over. This indicates love, which is pure, divine love, soulmate love. And this love is very, very emotional. So you can be a recipient of this love. That means new beginnings in relationships, new beginnings in your career. But the career would be mostly connected to your creativity, some creative career. This also indicates intuition. That means you have a very good intuition which is helping you to go ahead in your life. Creativity, which is so good, you are so creative in life, it's really helping you to boost your career. This card also stands for fertility. That means birth of a child. And when you get this card in a reading, it also indicates that maybe it is time for you to forgive others and forgive self, because when you forgive others, you also forgive a part of yourself. This indicates emotional relationships or relationships which will last. When this card comes in a spread, be very happy that good things are about to enter your life and God has gifted you with new beginnings full of life, optimism and enthusiasm. But when this card comes reversed, that now the cup is becoming empty. So it indicates bitterness, it indicates unhappiness. It indicates that the love is now over. And maybe one of you is just clinging on to this love just for the sake of ego, while one of you wants to go away. It can indicate problems or blocks in creativity, in work. Also blocks in bearing a child. It indicates problems in your menstrual cycle also. Despair, bitterness, exhaustion also is one of the meanings of the card. It also indicates that you are expecting too much out of a relationship. You're not accepting that this relationship is ending. At this point of time, you require certain counseling to go ahead in your life and to come out of your emotional turmoil. Two of Cups. If you see, there are two people who are exchanging the cups, and there is this lion who is overlooking this card. There are two snakes here, which means the Kundalini energy. So this card, when it indicates, means coming together of two people, two countries, two parties, two companies, mergers, as well as good, committed, healthy relationships. It's a soulmate bond between two people, and it also indicates that both the people are very happy with each other, they are very content with each other, and there is an equal exchange of ideas and ideas as well as warmth and talks and communication. So there is no room for ego or hate or anger. Setting aside all these petty, they are coming together for a common goal. The goal can be the merger of two people, of two companies, getting united in a bond of marriage. That also is the indication of this card. But it's an extremely good card. It also is a medicinal card. That means you need to look in for alternative healing modalities to take care of your health. This indicates that the relationship forged from these bonds are going to be there for a long time because they are more lasting relationships. In case if there is any difference of opinion, believe me, when this card comes in, that means you are going to end your differences and come together as one and work towards a common goal. But when this card comes reversed, that means now the love which was there between two people, the respect, the admiration which two people had for each other, or two companies or two countries or two parties had for each other is gone. It can mean end of a relationship, divorce, parting of ways, love turning into anger, hatred, complete division, no creativity, ending of the bond is the indication when the Two of Cups is reversed. Sometimes it also indicates that one of the person is not ready to take no for an answer, so he may be suffocating the other person with a lot of his passion or his bombardment of love. And it also indicates a lot of misunderstandings, so not a very healthy card to get. When the Three of Cups comes in, it means a group of people coming together for a common idea. It indicates marriage, engagement, birth of a child, party, indicates education such as counseling, social service, it indicates a lot of happiness and reunions. Sometimes it also indicates flirting or gossip. This also indicates that the person can be having a lot of creative talents for music, dance, any kind of creative outlets, and very hospitable, very charming personality. But when this Three of Cups comes reversed, it means that the querent is spending a lot of time in frivolous work. There is too much of party, there is too much of gossip, there is too much of talk and not much action. Whatever work, whatever talents the person is having is getting wasted. There are a lot of arguments happening because the person is not balanced. It indicates no control over one's emotions, no control over one's habits. Three of Cups also indicates that the friends could be gossiping about you. It also indicates unwanted pregnancy. So be very, very careful. Overindulgence in food, drinks, sex, some kind of addiction is also indicated by this card. When Three of Cups is also there, it indicates a love triangle. So just see where is the triangle in your life, at workplace or in your relationship. If you see the Four of Cups, you see that this person is sitting, the hands are closed. There are 3 cups down and the 4th is being offered to him, but the person is not ready to grab the cup. So this means emotionally closed people, only absorbed in self, not wanting to see the other person's point of view, not ready to accept love, not ready to give love also. Can be successful, but emotionally they are completely cut off from their own feelings as well as the feelings of others around him. It's a card of apathy, a card of boredom, unsatisfied in life in spite of having maybe everything. This also indicates that the querent could be having an offer of work, but the querent is not sure whether he or she should take it up. When this card comes reversed, it indicates that the person is now ready to face the world, is now ready to accept new offers, is ready to see life with a different perspective, with a larger perspective, is ready to let go of his mistrust, his hesitation, and ready to be happy once again in life. This also indicates that the person may have had some healing and is now ready to face the world. If there is an offer of work, the person will take the offer, accept it and go ahead in his life. The Five of Cups is a card which indicates that the person is completely shrouded in grief. There are 2 cups which are standing and 3 are lying down. That means the person has had a loss. It can be a loss of health, it can be an emotional loss, it can be a job loss, it can be a wealth loss. But the loss which is there, the person is completely engrossed in this loss and is not seeing what life has to offer him. This also indicates end of a relationship, divorce, parting of ways. It also indicates inheritance. Maybe you're not happy with what you have got, or the inheritance has come up with the news of a death and hence you are not ready or not very much happy about the inheritance. The person is in grief and requires counseling. When this card becomes reversed, it indicates that the person is now willing to come out of grief and look forward in life, look to what life has to offer. The loss has happened, but nothing can be done about it. The person has come to terms with the loss and is now ready to go ahead in his life. Maybe a former friend or an old lover could come back in your life. An unhappy time which will come to an end. Some good news is coming your way, so be prepared. The Six of Cups here indicates there is a child here and there is actually the person's grandmother here, and there are 6 cups. There is this person walking here. The Six of Cups indicates childhood memories, a time to go back to the childhood, a time where you are reliving your childhood memories, maybe meeting new old friends, maybe meeting your old lover, somebody from your childhood is coming back into your life, and this is bringing you a lot of happiness. You could make a career out of some hobby which you did in the past. This is a time where you are just enjoying friendships, people. There is no corruption, only innocence. The innocence of your childhood has come back to you. This is also a karmic card, a card of rebirth. So, someone from your old life, and it can be a past life, is also come back into your life. If you're looking from a healing perspective, it indicates that the current problem, the solution to the current problem lies in the past of your current life. So go there, look there, and you will get the answers. This also indicates birth of a child. So when this card becomes reversed, it means that maybe you have got the inheritance, but you're not happy about it. You're clinging to old memories which are not serving you at all. You're clinging to old morals which are not serving you at all. So you need to let go of the disappointments that you have had in your life to make a fresh start. You could be clinging to relationships even though they are not doing you any good. Be it in marriage, be it in friendship. There can be some bad memories and pain of the childhood which has not been resolved when this card comes in as a reverse card. The Seven of Cups. If you see the Seven of Cups, this person is not showing the face. This is completely in back. Then there is a castle here, there is a wreath here, there is a devil here, there are jewels here, there is a woman here, there is a snake, and this is completely shrouded. So this card is a card of illusion. This is a card of choices, but the choices are not tangible. You need to step back and see whether they are actually choices or you think that there are choices. So it's a card of confusion. You're not able to make up your mind. You think that you are surrounded by choices, but you need to be careful whether the choices are tangible or they are not tangible at all. This also indicates that someone in your life is not showing you the correct picture and is taking you for a ride. This card is also for psychic depression. You could also draw up this card when you are just into wishful thinking, procrastination. You do not want to do the hard work, yet you want to have all the success in your life. So, you are being lazy, you are procrastinating. So be very, very careful when this card comes in, because this is a card of overindulgence and that can be very far from reality. The Seven of Cups, when it comes reversed, means now that there are no choices at all the choices are over. So now do not go this way or it will lead you to problems. There can be a lot of psychic depression and a lot of clouded judgment when this card comes in. Completely a card of illusion and lack of direction, no focus at all. The Eight of Cups. If you see the Eight of Cups, the cups are there and the person is going away. That means whatever used to make this person happy at one point of time in his life, the person is leaving all that and is going away for a more spiritual cause. Maybe there is a relationship which the person is now not happy about and is leaving the relationship and going away. This card also indicates that the person could be giving up a habit or an addiction which no longer serves him. Sometimes this card also indicates death. It indicates that the person is letting go of the complete moha and the maya of this world and going away to the spiritual realms, because all the wishes and desires of this person is completed. This also indicates a time when a career, a job, a person, a relationship no longer has any value. Sometimes a person becomes so unhappy with the rat race, with so much of competition, with so much of stress, that the person just wants to go away and meditate for 15 days, 20 days, or some time away from everything. So leaving the rat race behind and going away for some time to just meditate and calming down the mind is also one of the meaning of this card. When this card comes reversed, it indicates that the person was thinking of leaving the job, was thinking of leaving a relationship, was thinking of leaving life, but now has two thoughts about it. Wants to now not leave, but see, give that relationship, give that job one more chance, is ready to seek happiness in material comforts, is ready to come back and face life, is ready to work and be with his friends, his family once again, is ready to come out of his depression and be with the people. The Nine of Cups. This is this fat man sitting, hands are crossed, and there are 9 cups. fulfillment, joy, contentment, emotional satisfaction, ready to have a good life and is actually having a good life. Good relationship, good job, is enjoying life and it is a very smooth ride. No stress, no worries, is very happy, very content. Two people in a relationship are very content with each other and are very, very happy. When this card comes reversed, at that point of time, it indicates that the two people in a relationship are taking each other for granted. There is a lot of complacency. That means you have an arrogant nature, you have a bossy nature, and what was once a very good relation is now not a very healthy relation. There are arguments, there are bitterness, there are fights on small, minor, trivial things. And hence this is a card, if Nine of Cups comes reversed, then some kind of a counseling is required to bring back the relationship on track. You could be repeating the same kind of mistake again and again. It indicates an over sentimental attitude. Maybe one of you is feeling a lot of neglect in the relationship. And there are financial worries, emotional insecurity in the relationship, in the person. 10 of Cups, if you see this card, there is this rainbow and there are 10 cups in it. There is a family and there are 2 children plus a house. So a happy, content family. So when you get this card, you can count your blessings. Everything is fine in your world. The relationship that you have with each other, with your friends, within the family, within your extended family, with your siblings, it's great. You are feeling very emotional and all your emotional needs are being satisfied. This also is a card for marriage. This also is a card for children. This indicates there is harmony and happiness in a given situation, in a given relationship. So if there are problems, pehle kabhi problems thi and now you draw this card, then the problems will end, the war will end, the fight between people will end and there will be renewed happiness amongst the family members. But suppose if this card becomes reversed, then this indicates an unhappy time. It indicates that people are quarreling with each other. It indicates there is dissatisfaction in the family. People, in spite of having everything, are not seeing eye to eye with each other. It also is a empty nest syndrome. So maybe the children have left the house, gone away for studies, and the parents are feeling extremely lonely and unhappy. In old age, they are alone. The children are not coming back to them. There is lack of communication between the parents and the children, which is being indicated by the 10 of Cups reversed. The Page of Cups indicates there is this child and there is a fish. So basically he is looking for something, a wish fulfillment kind of a thing, which sometimes is a fantasy and not real. This stands for a child who is very creative, very expressive, very artistic, and is very, very emotional and likes to articulate through his emotions. For situations, it indicates the beginning of a new affair, somebody coming into your life, a marriage proposal coming your way, some creative new idea which a person could get. And the mental age of this person is again 10 to till 20 years, from 0 to 20 years. But when this card comes reversed, that means now the person is using a lot of loose talks, is gossiping about you. Maybe the person around you could be younger to you, but is not a very healthy relationship. He's looking just for a little bit of, not for long-term commitment, just, passing the night kind of affair. So you need to be very, very careful. There can be scandal, there can be some gossip about you. So you need to be very, very careful. If there is a birth of a child, then there can be delay in the birth of a child. Marriage proposal will not work out, relationship will not work out. So a reversed card means everything which was once upon a time very good, very emotional, very joyous is now suddenly coming to an end. The Knight of Cups. The mental ages is between the age of 20 to 30 years. So some kind of a person, some emotional happiness will come in your way. A new lover or a new relationship will come into your life. This person is very caring, very sympathetic, very sensitive to your needs, and will be there for you, will be there for you in good times as well as bad times. Also is very emotional and hence is very possessive, very caring, very hospitable, personality. But if this card comes in as a reverse, that means this person is very melodramatic, is trying to make a fool of you. Now his words which he's using are the words of a con man, cannot be trusted, could be having a multiple affairs, and or could be just be with you for some time and then will leave you and go away. Whatever his promises are, they're not going to be fulfilled. The Queen of Cups is sitting on a throne, and there are angels here. She has a cup, she's gazing into a cup. This indicates women from the ages around 30 and upwards, and a very emotional person, very caring, very giving, a motherly kind of person who likes to be very hospitable, very good in talking, very patient, a patient listener, very compassionate, a giver, and is always ready for friends and family. But if this card comes reversed, that means this person is a gossip monger, cannot be trusted, lies easily, lies just to get to maybe receive some money or makes false promises, and is kind of a con man, manipulator through words in order to meet her own needs and ends. The King of Cups, if you see, is sitting, a very artistic, very creative kind of a person, likes theatre, has a very emotional, caring nature, will be a very good father, a good husband, and more than money, he will be there to provide the emotional caring which a woman or the family wants. The mental age is about 35 and up, cares a lot about people. But if this King of Cups is reversed, that means the person is emotionally unstable, is not there for you. Could be into some kind of addictions, could be in some kind of depression, could be cheating on you. His words, you cannot believe in his words. His words are just mere words and not of a committed personality. Sword cards basically stand for the astrological signs of Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. Deals with the mind, intellect. So such kind of people are very restless, very calculative, play mental games, just like chess. And so when a sword cards, they come in a spread, it indicates a lot of difficulties, issues, problems. So such kind of people are also very difficult to deal with, especially the Geminis, Librans and the Aquarius. They are very, very intellectually bent rather than any kind of emotions. And so they prefer an intellectual bent of mind. Let us see the Ace of Swords. What does the Ace of Swords have for us? If you see the Ace of Swords, there is this hand coming from the clouds, is holding a sword, and there is this crown and there is a wreath. So this indicates there is a new beginning, but this beginning is after a lot of stress. If you see, there is no house in the background, which indicates this kind of a beginning or this kind of opportunity is not bringing any stability. It is a lot of stress. You have got the crown, but uneasy lies the head which wears the crown, goes with this card. So you have got maybe a promotion, a growth, but it is still, the environment is full of stress. There are a lot of demands on you. There are a lot of problems which are all around you. So you are never at peace. This kind of card, when it comes for a person, it also sometimes indicates a birth of a child who is an overachiever or very good in sports, a leader. Birth of a leader is being indicated by this card. For me, this card also indicates death. So whenever this card comes to me for a reading, and the person is not well, I normally say it is a possibility that the person may leave the physical world, the earthly realm. Sometimes this card comes off for some relationships, but the relationships which are being indicated by this card does not indicate emotional happiness. It's a kind of a compromise which has been made. It's a deal. It's something that, okay, so this is going to benefit you, this is going to benefit me, so let's have this kind of partnership, let's have this kind of relationship. So Ace of Swords heralds new beginnings, but with problems also attached to it. So when this card comes reversed, it indicates that whatever is the person in a situation, There is so much of stress, there is so much of envy, there is so much of jealousy that the person just wants to leave everything and go away. He is being overburdened. There are difficulties surrounding him. There is a lot of stress, there is an overriding hate. So the position is about to slip from his hand. There is envy, there is jealousy, there is an exchange of harsh words in the environment, which is the cause, the root cause of the problem. Maybe your boss speaks in a very, very negative manner, in a manner which hurts you, or your partner, or your mother-in-law, or your father-in-law, or the professor. Basically, it's a cutting edge to the communication which is being indicated by the Ace of Swords reversed. The Ace of Swords also stands for misunderstanding, abuse of power, anxiety, stress. When we have the Two of Swords, if you see this woman is sitting on a stone, very uncomfortable position. There are two swords. So this indicates that the person is not ready to see the truth about some situation in his life, be it a work situation, some situation maybe he has a lot of debts, बहुत loans हैं, but he's not wanting to see that my business is not running properly. Maybe there is some problem in the family, there's a problem in a relationship, but the person is not ready to see, because either way he goes, he will be the loser. It is the choice between devil and the deep sea. So the person is ready to sit like this and wait and wait and wait and hopes that some situation, some solution may come in. But the problem is, unless you compromise, unless you speak it out, unless you communicate, there will be no change. It is a stalemate. The person has blocked his or her emotions and is not ready to face the truth, is very, very vulnerable, is very, very unhappy. So this is a very, very unstable situation when the person is not ready to take any decisions. It could mean closing down of a factory, it could mean leaving a job, it could mean that this relationship is over, I need to just leave this and go away, but is not ready to accept the situation. This also sometimes indicates there can be a temporary truce in a very, very heated argument. When this card comes reversed, that means the person is now ready to look beyond the current situation, is willing to talk to other people, willing to talk to the other person, ready to find a solution. But care must be taken that whether the decision that he is taking is the right one or not, or still there can be people who are deceiving him all around him. Then we have the Three of Swords. If you see the card of Three of Swords, it can be very simply explained. There are three daggers and there is a lot of depression, grayness behind. That means this is a card of betrayal, that somebody has hurt you so much, somebody has betrayed you so much. The betrayal can be by a friend, the betrayal can be in your company, the betrayal can be by your partner, the betrayal can be anywhere. But it's a card of cheating. It can be sometimes the employees cheat the employers. It can be some gossip against you. When this card comes, it is the indication that the heart daggers have been drawn into the heart. This also indicates there is some problem in the heart area of your life, and there could be an operation in your life, or you could be going in for an operation, and only then things will change. When this card becomes reversed, that means the person is now ready, the past is behind, the person is ready to let go of the past and be in the current, is ready to let go of the emotional upheaval, the problem or the emotions or whatever has caused the hurt. The person is now ready to let go of it and go ahead. It can be a relationship in which he was cheated, but the person is now ready to let go of that relationship and walk ahead. Basically face the truth. His heart is healing now. The daggers are slowly coming out. His heart is healing. So the Four of Swords. If you see the Four of Swords cards, this person is lying down. There is one sword down and three swords are up. He's praying. He's looking at God and he's praying. And there is, the only good thing is there is this window here which is full of colors. So there is still hope. So even though this person is on solitude, even though this person is in depression, this could be also a card of hospitalization. This can indicate illness. This can means that a forced rest the person is about to take. It can mean imprisonment. It can mean hospitalization. But this means a time when the person has to sit back, go back and contemplate what he wants to do. If this does not mean hospitalization or exile or imprisonment, that it means that this person has to go inward. The focus now should be from outward to inward and see what are the issues which in his life which he has not taken into consideration. There are certain issues in his life which he has not bothered to be addressed. So those issues need to be addressed. It can be about self, it can be about others, but it is a time of solitude, contemplation, meditation, the inward journey. The journey inward is what is being indicated by this card. So when this card comes reversed, it means that the person has been ill, the person has been hospitalized, but now is better, is ready to come out and face the world. This person is also ready to come out of his depression, and maybe there are new opportunities in life which he is ready to face. He is ready to look into it and is very now ready to face the modern world. The Five of Swords here indicates that this person is there. He has two swords, one more sword is in his hand, and these two people have thrown the swords away and they are crying. This is a card of a bully. That means either you are the bully or someone else is the bully in your life. By fair means, the fight is not about the fair means. The fight is about the underhand means. So somebody close to you is bullying you and is trying to take away what rightfully belongs to you. It does not matter to that person if he is giving you grief, sorrow, unhappiness. He wants to fight and he is prepared to go to any length. This card indicates tricks, lies, deceit, crime. This indicates that the person has a great egoistic view of self and does not care for any other feelings. When this card comes, it also indicates a person who is not ready to take responsibilities. So if something is not going right, he is easily shifting the blame to others. So be very careful when you get this card. When this card comes reversed, it indicates that even though the bully is now still there, yet you are able to handle the bully. The bully can be anybody. The bully can be your friend, can be your partner, can be your family, can be your in-laws, can be your boss, but you are still able to handle the bully. If you want to handle the bully, you have to handle it with diplomatically. If you handle it with stubborn pride, arguments, then it will go against you. There can be some gossip happening about you which is making you very infamous. Your rival is ready to go to any extent to bring damage to your reputation, and you are feeling extremely humiliated and weak. Six of Swords. Now if you see the Six of Swords, there is a family sitting here, a woman and a child, and a man is rowing the boat. The water here is choppy, that means wavy, and there is smoothness on the other side. So that means there is a movement. This is still a positive card. This indicates travel, that indicates movement. So from your depression, from your problems, there is still a movement to a better place. For example, you may be having loans, but yet you may be able to sell your house, pay off your loans, and yet have some amount which you can invest somewhere else. Or this card could also indicate a release from a psychological bondage. This card can be where, it's a dull state, a listless state. Things are not wrong, things are not right. We're just living life as it is without any excitement, joy. This card also comes in when there is migration. For example, you need to migrate to a new country. And if your querent is asking that question and this card comes in, it means yes, you will be able to migrate. There will be difficulties, but you will be able to still migrate to a new country or a new city where at least things will be better than what they are currently. It indicates a better time for the querent. So even though things are not very favorable, yet you are still moving in a positive direction. There is some change and there is hope in the future. There can be some lawsuit or legal actions, but at this point of time, if the card is straight, you may be able to win it. But now if this card comes reversed, so when this card is reversed, that means whatever journey you're about to take, please do not take. You will encounter a lot of obstacles. If you are thinking of migrating to a new country, new city, it will not be possible. Whatever movement was there is now turned over because the boat has turned over. So you will not get money, you are not getting by, you are stuck now, you are stagnant now, you are there only. The things are not moving and travel needs to be abandoned. You do not know where you are heading in life. So for the time being, just cut your losses and be quiet. The Seven of Swords is a thief card. If you see, this person is stealing something and is running away. Stealing what is not his. So if you draw this card, then understand someone around you or maybe you are stealing. It all depends upon what position this card is. It also indicates that this person, you are stealing something which is not rightfully yours. It can be sometimes a chance of infidelity. You are stealing on somebody's boyfriend, you are stealing on somebody's wife, you could be stealing money, you could be stealing somebody's idea, those kind of things, but in the guise of friendship, So this card is a very important card to pay attention to. Sometimes this card indicates that you are running away from responsibilities. You're running away from commitment. You're running away from work. You actually do not want to work, yet you are coming to your job or work every day. It also indicates that maybe someone around you is making false promises and will not keep them. When this card comes in as a reverse card, it also means that all of the above. So this is not the right course of action to take place. You may be trying to cheat somebody, but there is a little bit of conscience left in you that you are thinking whether you want to do it or not. Sometimes it also indicates that the person knows that he or she is being deceived, but yet is ready to keep quiet because for a higher good or a higher cause. The Eight of Swords indicate that this is this lady. There are swords behind. She is tied down. Uski aankh pe patti hai, but there is still a castle behind. This indicates a state of utter powerlessness. Feels being victimized, a highly victim state. Feels there is no choice. Feels stuck. Feels stagnant. Inability to move. Fears movement. For example, it can be that the husband is very cruel, yet the woman is afraid to leave the husband and go away. Even though there is this castle behind, so that she knows that there is hope, there are people who will take care of her, yet because of her own fear, she is not able to take that step. If she would just loosen up the ropes, there can be movement. But this is a self-victimization card. So sometimes this card also indicates that you have brought this upon yourself by choosing to be a victim. And when you get this card, you need to tell the client that you need to move, because if you don't move, then the longer you will be in this situation, it will be more difficult for you later on. It can also sometimes indicate paralysis. So tell this person, ask for help, put your ego aside and ask for help. Now when this card comes reversed, that means the person is now a little bit ready to let go of the restrictions, ready for freedom, ready to move ahead in life. But whether or not this person will move ahead in life will depend whether there are good cards which follow this or there are no cards after this. So if this card comes in as an end card in the spread, then you understand that the client needs a lot of counseling, a lot of strength, a lot of help to move from the current situation. The Nine of Swords cards, if you see, this person is having nightmare. He's sleeping and there are 9 swords here. And there are 2 people who are fighting a duel, a battle here. This indicates that the person has problems, but the person is also blowing the problems out of proportion. It indicates sleepless nights. It indicates illness. It indicates depression. It indicates death of a loved one. It indicates end of a relationship. It indicates ruins or loans. It indicates that the pain is there, but there is still a choice. But the person has to come out of the pain and look at the choice, however difficult the choice can be. This card sometimes indicates miscarriage. It indicates headaches. It indicates sleeping difficulties. Sometimes when you get this card, you can tell the person that the answer to your problems is through your dreams. So get your dream analysis or try to interpret your dreams and you will get the answer for it. When this card comes in as a reverse card, yet the person is still in that problem and is not ready to go ahead. Healing can take place. There is light at the end of the tunnel, but the person is not ready. So a lot of counseling is needed for this person when this card comes for any of your clients or even for yourself. So the 10 of Swords also, if you see this card, this person is lying down. There are 10 swords behind. Black, red, blood. The card of ultimate betrayal, ruin, disappointment. It indicates illness. It indicates misery. Something is over and there is no looking back. It indicates death also if it is with high major arcana cards. It indicates legal battles. It indicates defeat in a legal battle. This can mean backache. This can mean sudden misfortune. You don't know whom to trust, what to trust. And it also indicates that you do not know the way forward. You are in a very helpless, loveless situation. Somebody, some close friend of yours could be murdering your name, maligning your image, maligning your name and fame. And this is hurting you very badly. And when this card is reversed, I don't think this card is a good card. It can mean sometimes temporary gains, temporary benefits. But believe me, still there is a long way to go till the time you see hope. So the only advice to this person would be to wait and watch. The Page of Swords here indicates a child, someone whose mental age is till the age of 20 years. It indicates the person can be very, very intellectual, or there are some intellectual stimulating talks happening, some work on an intellectual level, it indicates. It also could mean that some opportunity for growth will come your way, but it will come in the form of a problem. That means there would be some problem in the guise of an opportunity. If you have the strength, if you have the resilience, please go ahead and take this opportunity. You will learn a lot through this challenge. You will grow a lot in your life if you take up this opportunity. In relationship, it means that somebody who is into daydreaming, fantasy world, because this person's head is in the clouds. So it indicates that the person is in a fantasy world, is a lot into daydreamings, and there is less of groundedness. So just check whatever opportunity comes your way, or if this person is around you. So there can be just be plans and plans, but without actual work happening. When this card becomes reversed, that means there is gossip happening, somebody is lying to you, work is not going to happen, it's just only talk. And somebody is playing a mental game with you, is trying to break you down mentally. It can be anyone around you. So be very much wary when you get this card reversed. When this card comes reversed, it also indicates ill health. You or someone around you may be ill. It also means that because somebody is so malicious, you may have a violent confrontation with this person. Whatever message you were expecting, there will be a delay. Somebody will use underhand means to get to you or take away your success. The Knight of Swords, the mental age is between 20 to 30 years. It comes with a lot of energy. If this energy is used with focused thought and focused effort, then it can bring a lot of growth in your life. So you need to see where this energy is leading you. It also indicates a person who is very, very quick, very, very intellectual, is ready to give you answers, is very concise with the decisions, very quick, very even-tempered. But when this card is reversed, it means an evil person who is not interested in marriage, is only looking for affairs, is lying, is just flitting from one place to another, completely unfocused in thoughts, words and actions. So there is no logical conclusion to any of his project. This also indicates the person is very quarrelsome, sadistic, and the plan is completely without any focus. It's not well thought of and will that's why never go to a conclusion. Now the Queen of Swords. If you see the Queen of Swords, she's a woman and she says, before you come to me, you speak to my sword. That means she likes to keep people at a distance. She is a very, very decisive personality, very intellectual, has no time for emotions, is very blunt when she's speaking to someone. This normally indicates widowhood or women who are unhappy in their life because of men. It indicates sterility also. But at the same point of time, extremely disciplined and very much career oriented, intellectual, knows to do the work, is very, very logical. Now when this queen becomes reversed, this person will become a very evil nature, will play so many mind games that she will appear very sweet on the face, but there will be a lot of poison in this person's mind against you. So you need to be careful if you see this kind of a person in the spread. This can sometimes stand for you also. So you need to see what aspect of your personality is being hinted by through this card. A malicious gossip monger does not finish the work, just is very, very mistrusting, distrusts people. Because she is so much engrossed in her own sorrow, she is not ready to see anything positive in her surroundings. She is a gossip monger, very sharp-tongued, argumentative, vicious. The King of Swords. If you see he's sitting, there are cypress trees behind, has a sword. So he's very logical, makes a very, very good decision maker, gives you the solution to your problems, is very astute, cannot be corrupted, is a judge, is a good lawyer. He may not have sweet words to talk, but whatever he talks the truth. He has your best interest at heart. He is one of the best kings. Out of all the 4 kings, he is the best king. Because he will not woo you with words. He will not woo you with money. He will not woo you with career advancement or a charismatic personality. But he will tell you the truth which is good for you. And hence, he is a very just and a noble king. But when this card comes reversed, that means he is a very evil, malicious, suspicious person. And he can create a lot of problems for you. So, you need to be careful around this person. He may say certain things, but he may mean something else. This also indicates that you may, if you are filing for a lawsuit, you may not win because things are going against you. The Pentacle people, which means the astrological zodiac signs of Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn, are very, very money minded. For them, money is very, very important. Please understand, they look for security in their lives and not words. So if they find a partner who is just talking and who does not deliver, then they are not happy. They are very pragmatic. That means they spend less and they save more. They are also very good counselors. They like to help people. They are generally very, very warm-hearted people in life. So the Ace of Pentacles means this card indicates a good amount of money or wealth is coming your way. It is a very stable card. So this is not some small money, but a huge money which is coming your way. So that means you could be getting a windfall, some inheritance, maybe you'll get a job with a very nice money offer. It also indicates marriage with a person who has a lot of money or lot of stability in life. This also indicates that right now in your life, you are very, very comfortable and things are very nice for you. It sometimes indicates lottery, shares, speculations. So if somebody asks you, should I invest in a lottery or a share, and you get this card, then you can tell the person, go right ahead and invest. Sometimes this also means a relocation to a better place. Now, if this card comes reversed, that means the money has fallen down. That means now there is no money. There was money at one point of time, but either because of extravagance, unsound financial investments, money is no longer there. Or it could mean that you are being greedy and you are making some unwise investments which could prove to be detrimental in the near future. This can also indicate a kind of a financial loss in life, a time where money is a hardship. So when you get this card, and if somebody asks you that should I put money in gambling, and this card comes as reversed, tell him a straight no, because he will lose a lot of money in speculation and he will not be able to make any money. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. If you see, this is this person and his one foot is up, one foot is down, and he is trying to balance. That means there is money here, there is money there, but he is just trying to make the ends meet. There is a kind of an infinity sign, there is water, the waves are wavy, and there is this ship there. So the person is trying to make the ends meet. Now how he is trying to make the ends meet? He could be doing a day job, and he could be doing a small part-time job in the night. Or he could be studying somewhere as well as working somewhere in a bit to make money, because money is a struggle right now. He's just about managing. He's not thriving in life. He's not enjoying money in his life. So he's just about trying to balance. This could also mean a relationship which is just because of money in the person's life. But when this card becomes reversed, that means now the person has made sound financial investments, because of which the balance in his life is going away. This also indicates that the money which is coming in is less and the money which is going out is more. So loans are increasing, debts are increasing. The person has a job but his expenses are more. So this is the position where the person is now creating a lot of stress and anxiety in his life. Then we have the Three of Wands. When we have the Three of Wands, it indicates, if you see, there is one person who is standing on a little higher platform, and there are two people who have come to him to show him certain plan. This indicates that there could be a signing of legal documents. You could get a scholarship. Your bank loan can get approved. You could be going in for an interior work. For me, this card also indicates marriage. This card also indicates that this person is now trying to work and is trying to show that he is good in his work. This also indicates a move away from home. This also indicates that you have the talent, you have the skill, and others are coming to you for guidance. As I told you before, court marriage is one of the meanings of this card, because there is indicating a signing of documents. This also indicates a small promotion is coming your way, or maybe you may get a new job where there is an increase in the salary. You are very happy with the kind of work you are doing and you are enjoying that work very, very passionately. The talents which are there in you, you are using the talents to the best of your ability. But if this card is reversed, that means that you are just wasting your time. You are not using the talents, the resources which are given to you. You are just going to work without any passion, and because of this, nobody is appreciating your work, and slowly your money quotient is also dwindling. This could also indicate that you had money at one point of time, but today the money situation in your life is not very good. This sometimes indicates that the interior work which you have taken is not going the right way, or the costs have increased in the interior work. It could also indicate if marriage was supposed to take place, there can be a delay in the marriage, or maybe the marriage is cancelled. This also indicates that in order to progress, you need to take a risk, but you are not ready to take any risk. Maybe you started a project, but you have lost interest in between. Mediocrity is being shown by this card. The Four of Pentacles. If you see, this person is sitting on money, has money here, and there is a money on the crown. And there is buildings behind, which indicates that this person has a lot of money, but because of his attitude, he is not ready to spend money. So he is blocking money. He is not ready to share his good fortune with others. He is a miser. He likes to hoard money. He is also very possessive. This also is a card of control, because many people control their partners or control their relatives or control their employees by controlling their money. So this kind of person is not open to any kind of an emotional bond or an emotional relationship. For him, money is very, very important. It also sometimes indicates that this person may have had a financial loss in the past and now is so rigid that he is just holding on to what he is having and is not open to new ideas. He's not open to taking risk. He's just holding to what his share is without being flexible in his thoughts, without taking risks. So the money is not growing. The money is stagnant. This also indicates that money could be coming to you in the form of gifts, inheritance. Sometimes you are retiring from your job and you could be getting your retirement fund, and this money is coming your way. When this card is reversed, it indicates that you are spending more than you have. You do not have the money, but you are making big plans. You are making big purchases on the basis that it may bring you some fortune. But if this is the case, then the advice from the cards would be to take care of your money. Please be very careful on how you spend, because any kind of extravagant spending will create more problems in the future. Now if you see this card, this is the card of 5 of Pentacles. This is the window to the church. And these two people, basically they are beggars and they are moving in the night and it is snowing. So it indicates a lot of hard times. Poverty is the meaning of this card. Times are very hard, finances are not there, and you do not know what to turn to. You could be ill, mentally or physically ill. It also indicates that you need to practice charity. Maybe because you need to let go of that negative karma that you have in your life. This is also a card of infidelity. That means there is a drainage to the resources because you are being unfaithful to your spouse. This card also indicates that the times are hard. So, to be very careful when you are spending money. At this point of time, there is very less of peace in life. There is very less spiritual awareness in life. So you need to practice some kind of spirituality in order to grow in life. When this card is reversed, it's the better card. It means that you will find solution to your problems. Maybe you will find up a job, and that job is a better paying job than your current one, and this will take care of the old debts that you have. This also indicates that you will have an interest in spirituality. You will find some peace in your life, and money is coming to you. Slowly and steadily you are going away from the poverty times to some good times. This also indicates maybe you will get a new job, but you will not be satisfied with the kind of job that you have got. But please have gratitude, because at least the card has become reversed. So there is movement from the bad time. Now we have the 6 of Pentacles. If you see the 6 of Pentacles, there is pentacles around. This person is giving money to other people, but there is also a balance. That means the person is practicing charity, but with balance. That is, he is not donating his entire amount. He is keeping some amount with him and is giving money to others to help them. So it's a card of generosity. Maybe there is a friend in your life who will be generous to you and will help you in the times of need, or will help you to make certain business proposals. It can also in a relationship indicate that the husband is very large-hearted, gives a lot of money to his spouse, but there is still a control in a certain manner. If you're looking for a loan, this indicates that you will be getting a loan from the bank. It also indicates that you are very grateful for the new generosity, the newfound finances or the wealth that you are having. You are very grateful for the new wealth that you are having, and you want to give this to others, help others, but in balance. So this is a card of charity or being generous. But if this card is reversed, that means you do not have the money, but you are still spending money. It can either be from competition or from jealousy, or feeling that if I spend more money, I'll be able to make more money. But this card is completely indicating if you are on this spree, please watch your finances, because it will otherwise lead to bad times. If someone has helped you in a loan or in a money, the person will brag about it. That is also a meaning of this. 6 of Pentacles reversed also means unemployment, termination of certain agreements, termination of certain relationships. Maybe the boss is not giving you your due. This also is an indication of this card. And now let us see the 7 of Pentacles. When we see the 7 of Pentacles, we see that this person is thinking, pondering, सोच में है कि ये पैसे का क्या किया जाए. He has a lot of money with him, and he's thinking how to invest the money back. But what is required is patience. He should invest this money and it will grow, but he should invest it in long-term plan and not short-term plan to get the complete value for the current money he has. And after the investment, he needs to now still go back to work and earn more money. This is not the end. This is just what I'm going to do with my money, looking for long-term gains, having patience, waiting for the result is the meaning of this card. When this card comes reverse, Seven of Pentacles, it means there is disappointment over a loan. Maybe you were promised a loan, but you will not be able to get the loan. This also means that your career is not going anywhere. A lot of wasted efforts. Whatever efforts you made in either a project or a plan or maybe a relationship, these efforts were wasted and you are not getting the benefit of it. There is a lot of impatience regarding money. You're not ready to wait for long-term results. You do not have the patience to wait for the results to come in. You're unable to decide what is good and what is bad, and it is indicating a faulty financial planning. So when we have the Eight of Pentacles, it indicates this person is working very hard. In fact, he is making money. This means diploma courses where the person studies as well as does some kind of work, practical work to earn money. This means the person is very methodical, very dedicated, hardworking, wants to do really well in life and is ready to put his 110% in this. This card is indicating for students who want to work hard, people who want to work hard, people who are working hard at their current job. In relationship also, it indicates both of you have common goals and both of you are working towards it. But when this card becomes reverse, it means this person has no ambition, does not want to work hard, is just wasting his time, wants to become rich quickly without putting in any efforts. There was a time when he was making the efforts to earn money, but today he just doesn't want to make any efforts and just want to sit back and relax. So this is the card of awakening. If you get this card for yourself or for others around, then you please tell, now is the time to still work, make new skills, study more, create something. Only then money will come or it will go. The Nine of Pentacles, if you see, this is this lady standing here. There is a lot of money in the background and it's like a symbol of aristocracy. There is a parrot and she is in too much of material comforts. But this means good money, but it is a money due to own efforts. A lot of discipline has been put in life. The person has sacrificed a lot in order to reach this position. If you see, there is only one person here and a female. So it also indicates a little bit of loneliness. Money is there, but also the person is quite lonely. The person has a lot of material comforts in life. There is a huge mansion behind, which is the result of the person's own efforts and own diligence being paid off. But when this card is reversed, it indicates the person does not have money. They had money at one point of time, but today they do not have. It is a card of debts, loan. You could be wanting money from someone else, and that is why you're being very tactful and diplomatic about the whole issue. You are living a life of grandeur, but you do not have the means to support it. You're not at all disciplined in your life. You lack the discipline, yet you want to still enjoy creature comforts. This card also indicates there is deception, threats, danger. Maybe the money which has been made or you have is not a proper money. There have been some underhand tactics which have been used to earn this kind of money. Now we have the Ten of Pentacles. If you see the Ten of Pentacles very clearly, you will see that there are dogs, there are children, there is a couple, and there is this old ancestor or grandfather sitting, which indicates permanence. That means a long-term stability. Something new is about to happen in your personal or professional life. It indicates old money, money with a lot of stability, values, traditions, permanency in life, good relations, good money. If you see, good inheritance, That means a good inheritance is coming your way, as well as people have freedom to express their ideas. It's a very, very cordial environment. It's a very, very good card to get. It's a card of permanence, stability, and long-term commitment. When this card comes reversed, at that point of time it indicates fights over money, fights over inheritance, petty quarrels, arguments. Nothing is permanent. Money is going away. There is a lot of heated arguments and solution is not being found. This also indicates that people are going away from each other. There is a breakdown in the family system. The value system is breaking down, and there is a lot of unhappiness and misery. When you have the Page of Pentacles, you will see that this child is looking at money. So the child is very, very committed. The mental age is still 20 years. Very, very committed to earning money and committed to work. Can be trusted, loyal, studious, and is ready to work hard and then get the money. It's a situation which is indicating that some good news regarding money is coming your way. You can be getting a promotion, you can be getting a new job, you can be getting some good news about some job or some land deal is coming your way. But whatever, there will be a good news regarding the money. When this card becomes reversed, it means that this person is now wanting money but does not want to work hard for it. So he will emotionally blackmail people and just keep on asking for money. He could be leaving his studies halfway. He is not interested in working. He is not interested in commitment. Whatever work he is doing, he is just doing it half-heartedly. Any news about money is a no-no. That means you are not going to get the money that you were expecting to get. So the news, the money which was supposed to come to you is either delayed, or the job which is supposed to come to you is being delayed. So now we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is basically a youth in between the mental ages of 20 to 30 years. Is very slow but very committed. So he will not be the one to take risk. He will slowly and steadily rise in his career and he will reach great heights. But he can be a little bit boring. He can be a little bit dull. He is not the one to talk. He is looking for security and is ready to work very hard. This also indicates travel will help you to earn money. In case of a person, it indicates the person thinks of marriage later but career first, because security is very important to this personality. The Knight of Pentacles reversed means that the person is just making plans for money or plans to work. If this will happen, then I will do this. But there are just plans. There is no commitment to work. So the person wants to earn money but is not committed to working very hard to get that money. This kind of a personality is depressed, looks for easy way to earn money, can also steal money if required, is very unambitious, does not want to work hard, is lazy. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles trait means a kind of person for whom money is very, very important. So she will marry a person who has a good bank balance, who can provide security and comfort to her. Is a social climber, likes to eat good food and likes to take care of their own physical body. They like to be very attractive. They are into a lot of physical fitness and physical activities. Like to be in a social standing, and money is the main priority in their lives. When this card becomes reversed, now this woman can go to any extent to get the money. So they can become mistresses. They can sleep with their bosses just to get the money. They can also become very greedy, very miserly. They want to get the money but they do not want to work hard for it. So they're very suspicious of people around them. So just be careful if you get this card. The King of Pentacles. If you see the King of Pentacles, he is sitting, there is a pentacle in his hand, there is a castle and he has money. This person is ready to work very hard. The Knight of Pentacles has now become the King of Pentacles through hard work and diligence and discipline. The mental ages is around 35 plus onwards. Is a very good father, wants to provide for the family, is very loyal, very committed, steadfast, and is a very secure personality, will make financial planning but a systematic financial planning. He does not believe in shortcuts to success, does not like to gamble. He has good leadership qualities, good business sense, and makes good money. But when this person becomes reversed, now money is God. So he will do anything for money. That means take bribe, believes in corruption, shortcuts to money. So he is just ready for anything to get money. Corrupted personality. He can also indicate that the person's financial planning is not that sound, and so the project may not work out. It also indicates that the person could have failed in businesses, or you could fail in some business. So be very careful when you get the King of Pentacles reversed. This person also could be having wrong habits, would like to gamble. He may have a tendency to show off. There is a lack of practical flair in his planning. So now we have completed all the 78 cards. And after completing all the 78 cards, we are going to now start how to read the cards. So when you start reading the cards, the first thing you have to do is spread the cards. Now I have taught you straight as well as reversed cards. All these cards are straight. So what you need to do is touch the cards and make about 10 cards reversed when you want to do a reading for somebody or even for yourself. It can be 10, it can be more than 10, it can be less than 10. But the minimum 10 cards need to be reversed. How will be my day today? So in that, let us spread the cards. One is for the morning, one is for the afternoon, and one is for the evening. If you notice, I am using my left hand to remove the cards. The card for the morning shows the Four of Swords. That means there will be some problems, or you may be going into some problems, or you may be facing some circumstances which are not very conducive, or you are going through some hard time in your life where either you or somebody has been hospitalized, or you have lost somebody and you are in a state of depression. But by the afternoon, what is showing is that you will listen to someone, you will do some kind of a religious practice, or you may study something, you may want to go ahead, you may follow some conventional therapy, and you may meet people who will be there to help you. And by evening, a very, very positive card, Judgment. So whatever you are facing from the morning, if you see a Judgment is a very positive card, whatever your reward has been for your karmas, you will get it. You will be rewarded. There can be a new job offer for you, a new career for you, or some new relationship, or some or something to relocate, but it is going to be good thing. So this is how you read a daily spread. In the same way, I'm going to teach you. If somebody is asking you that I'm getting married, there is a proposal which has come to me to get married. How will be my married life? So you can again spread the cards, takes the person's name. For example, Shalini Kalra, she is getting married. How will be her married life? So one card is for the past, one is for the present, and one is for the future. So when we open the past card, it indicates a Tower. That means in Shalini's life, there has been some relationship which has broken, or some engagement which has broken. If you see, the Tower indicates a problem in that aspect of her life, and she is going through a lot of trauma. Presently, there is this person, if you see, it's a Knight of Pentacles. As I told you, the age is between 20 to 30 years. So this person could be a Taurian, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, but is very solid, has money, is ready to work for money, and is ready to give her the creature comforts. The future, however, is Seven of Wands reversed. That means this person will be facing a lot of struggles in her life, and if I'm able to understand, will not be able to maybe gel with her in-laws or with the husband, and this marriage can end. So my advice to this person would be not to go ahead for this marriage, because in this marriage there is no future. there is no happiness, there is no cup card. It is this person is just going ahead for this marriage for the basis of money and career, and this is not going to be successful. So this is the past and the present and the future spread regarding anything that you wish to know. So now let's take a simple yes and no spread. A simple yes and no spread works. For example, all the even numbers are no. So this emperor with the number 4, which is an even number, is a no. This is also number 4, this is a no. This is number 18, it's a no. This is number 17, it's an odd card, it's a yes. This is how you read a simple yes and no spread. Now, what I need to tell you, and you need to write it down. However, there are some cards which are not numbered. For example, the page. Please write Page of Swords or any page is number 11, which is a yes card. Knights are number 12, a no card. Queens are number 13, which is a yes card. And kings are number 14, which is a no card. Now let us see. A girl who works for me wants to go to Canada for further studies. I will just remove one card whether this girl will be able to go to Canada for further studies. The card which has come is the 5 of Swords, which, if you understand, is a card of lies, cheating, deceit, or even crime. So there could be a lot of hardships this person may have to face if the person goes to Canada. Maybe the path is difficult, or once the person reaches there, it will be difficult. So even though it's an odd card, it's a yes card, yet the path is full of struggles. Now let us understand for this girl whether she will find it difficult to go there or she will find it difficult once she reaches there. Okay? So the card which came is the 8 of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So what I am able to understand, she will be able to go there, but she will not be emotionally very happy there, because of which she may face some issues. Also, it is indicating if she falls in love with any person there, that person could cheat her. Now the $1,000,000 question. Will we be able to overcome the coronavirus, or will the world become free of corona? Let's see. So now I'm going to get 3 cards for this. What is the future of mankind? Will we be free from this coronavirus? So if you see, the first card is the 7 of Swords. That means this is not a virus which has come from nature. There is something very dubious about this virus. The complete truth about this virus is not known. So we need to find out more about the virus, from where it originated, how it originated, if we want to overcome this virus. Right now, we are on a journey like a fool. That means we have no experience. We do not know where to go. We are just living in the present. And if you see today, it's May 2021. We really do not know. We sometimes think vaccination is the right thing. We are just taking as the day comes. We are living in the present. But it is showing, the last card is showing the 5 of Wands. So there will be a lot of competition, there will be a lot of struggle, but we will be successful. After a lot of struggle, after a lot of competition between nations and people, yet we will be able to fight off the coronaviruses. Now let us see the timing card, when. So I'll pick up one card as a yes or a no for 2021, one card for 2022, one card for 2023. 2021 is a King of Cups, 14 number. So in 2021, we will not be able to overcome corona. 2022 is a Queen card. It's a 13 number card, and this indicates that next year we will be able to overcome Corona to a very great extent. And even the year after is a very positive card. Now I want to know from this which month. So let me just open up one card for the first 3 months, the next 6 months, 9 months and 12 months. So in 2022, when will Corona go? The first 3 months, Devil. So even though it's a positive card, I'm sure we are not going to take it as a yes card. Then from April, May, June, it's King of Swords. Still it's a no card because it's a 14 number card. Then we have the 10 of Cups, which is indicating again a no. And if you see, it's around October, November and December next year that we will finally find a cure for Corona, or we will be able to be victorious, the whole world against Corona. So there is this client and she wants to know whether she will pass her CLAT exam. And if yes, then which year? So let's see whether this client is going to pass in 2021, 2022, 2023. 2021 shows the 4 of Cups reversed. It's a card which is number 4, so no. Next year, 2022, this person will pass the exams provided, if you remember this card, she needs to retreat from the people, she needs to study. वो मस्ती मजाक नहीं कर सकती, वो फ्रेंड्स के साथ नहीं रह सकती. अगर उसने पढ़ाई करी, अगर उसने गाइडेंस लिया, अगर उसने कहीं ना कहीं से किसी टीचर ने उसको गाइड किया, तो वो डेफिनेटली अपना क्लैट एग्ज़ाम पास कर लेगी. तो चांसेस आर इन 2022. So there can be people who could ask you, how is this month going to be for me? So let me just see how is the month of June going to be for me. So if I see these cards, all are major arcana. That means June is going to be a very important month for me. The Lovers have come in the past, and the current Temperance is coming, and then there is Death. So what it means in the past, that even my past, that means my May was very, very good, and it was full of divine. The divine was supporting me. I am surrounded by people who help me in my work, who help me to increase my work. And currently in the present, in the month of June, I need to balance. I need to be more flexible. I need to be ready to compromise. I need to be more emotionally stable, which is what I'm going to be, because the card is straight. It's a straight card. Also, it is indicating that certain things will change in my life in the month of June. Certain outdated beliefs I will have to release. Maybe some old people will leave me and go away. Certain shifts may happen in my life, and I am open to those shifts, because only when there is change will I discover myself. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey for the tarot. Mystical tarot, mysterious tarot, tarot as a means for divination. I'm sure you enjoyed it, and I also enjoyed being a part of your life. In case you have any doubts, any queries, please do feel free to write to me at my email, and I will definitely get back to you. Thank you.